for the most famous words in motorsport.
Drivers, start your engines!
Looking down to the line, green flag goes in the air, 2 by 2 as they head off into turn number 1, and already they're getting racy just past the start-finish line.
He's gonna try to pull the slide down! He can't get there! They cut!
Outlaw.
Willman.
Buenos noches. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you too, big guy.
Yeah.
We've had a little bit of confusion today, and it was our fault. I totally forgot that this race was on the 30th instead of 31st due to Halloween. So
Yeah.
forgot about that. Our bad, but hopefully we got it corrected. I do know that one competitor, Mr. Juan Benitez, will not be joining us tonight. He is out of town. Man, looking forward to a good race tonight, Will, man.
True that. Speaking of competitors, Gear Shift TV, Pole Daddy. That's right. Diego Andres Cordoba Molina. Hey, guys. Willman and Outlaw. How are you? Nice to see you again. Good to see you, too, Diego. Welcome aboard, my man, Skeet.
Yes, sir.
069.
Thank you for tuning in tonight, big guy.
Yeah. Gavin Hibbs says everything's bigger in Texas. That's a fact. Let me just tell you right now.
Hey, I like Texas.
Yeah, I like Texas, too. Big fan of this track. Let me tell you what, Outlaw. Not that anybody cares because it's not relevant to our race tonight. I've ran myself a couple of Xfinity races earlier this afternoon. Man,
Have you really?
Yeah, I've had some good finishes right there. How about that Game 7, Roger? I'm with you, buddy. Got it on in the background. Scherzer and Greinke both look pretty decent. Should be a good Game 7. Going for strong points tonight, Justin Egan says. That's a good strategy. Ladies and gents, that race room should be live here in about 1 minute's time. I've already got her scheduled, so you guys that are, excuse me, got a little bit of a little hoarse in my throat here, but you guys that are participating, she should open up at 8:35, and your password is round 8. Round 8. Who got the poll tonight?
8.
Gear Shift TV, Joe. Gear Shift TV. Gear Shift
That is true.
TV.
Keith Koopa in the house tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir, as always. Yeah, Gear Shift got it. Yeah, you're right, Lane. You're right. Hey, Hidden Gaming 304 at West Polly. Did I ever tell you about that time at Martinsville I went to an O'Reilly tent and asked for West Polly? He wasn't there.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Kurt.
Kurt.
I was fully expecting West Polly to be at any O'Reilly function, and unfortunately he was not at that one, so I was a little disappointed.
Yeah, Kurt. The league race was originally scheduled for tonight. And
due to Halloween.
Yeah, due to Halloween. And we totally forgot, to be honest with you. So we recognized that this morning. I think it was Justin Egan somewhat brought our attention to it and was like, oh, dang, tonight is league race night.
Yeah, what had happened was I tweeted out a couple of races we was planning on doing tonight, and I quickly got corrected that on the schedule it is on the 30th, and I totally forgot, yes, he was correct. So I had to delete that and redo the league stuff today. So. Correct. So we are ready to rock and roll, Will, man. Let's see here what I've got.
Did I see your message on the Twitter, Eric Whiting? Let me just see here. Well, we got the Astros up 1-0. I can go ahead and say that.
Astros gonna win tonight, boys. I'm gonna tell you right now.
It's kind of looking like it, isn't it?
Yeah, they're gonna win tonight.
Oh, I have a private message. Yes, here we go. I saw you. Yes, how about that? I am not too thrilled about that, Eric Whiting. I'm not too thrilled. PlayStation Vue going to discontinue their service January 30.
I seen that today.
Yeah. Ooh, we just got a bomb. I think that is another Houston bomb. But let's see. I'm going to go with given this news we just cut the cord a month ago for Vue. Yeah, PlayStation Vue meets all of our needs, and I hate to see it go. And Eric, I'm going to be searching myself, but we're going to stick with it through January. And I'll be reporting in, and I don't know what I'm going to go with. Other ones like YouTube and Hulu, each of them have certain things that my wife likes. And
go with Hulu, Will, man. That's what I've got.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, there's Michael Smithy.
Hey,
hello,
right
Michael.
there he is.
Sorry, I was a little bit over here on the
first
side. What big guy?
Joe Mama.
No, sir, it's charging. We're going to be about 8%.
You're a poll daddy in our hearts, Joe Mama. Hey, listen, speaking of polls, we're giving out $25 for the poll winners. The ones with the most poles, we're going to hop in. Let's see if that race room is open. And yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the package is extremely hot. Round 8 will be your password. Outlaw, do not back out of this one.
No, I will not back out of it.
Yeah.
I couldn't help it last
know.
night, man. I had to back out of it because poor old Chris Webb was in my ear going for
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Chronic is
Wasn't his fault.
Chronic's saying the Hulu. Oh, West Polly.
Kurt P will be trick-or-treating tomorrow. That's why I set it up a few weeks back to make sure that that did not interfere with any trick-or-treating festivities for tomorrow night. So
festivities.
We should be good to go. Let me go in here and lay down the law on this password here right quick.
Yeah, do that. Why don't you do that
Let
for
me
us?
do that,
Why don't you
buddy.
do that for us? All right, we're loading up.
Yeah, we're here. Round 8. It is hot.
Yes, it
It's
is.
hot.
I'm joining the session. We're going in. It should be me with 3, right? Yes, Joe, I was getting ready to say that. You won last week. You won at Kansas. And let's see here. Kansas, Martinsville. I've got you for 2, Chris. Egan for 1 at Vegas. Egan at Dega. So there's 2. Hibbs at the Roval. Lovett at Richmond and Dover. That's 7. Tonight makes 8. So, Chris, you've got 2. Justin Egan has 2. Matt Lovett has 2. And Gavin Hibbs has 1. Yeah. All right, Keith Cooper has given us the green light there, Outlaw. It is go time. It is absolutely go time. We're going to get in here and check these drivers out in some practice sessions.
Yeah, let's go check them out. I'm loading up right now as we speak.
Yeah. Here we go. If I can...
My eye is itching like crazy.
Scratch it, big guy. Scratch
I
it.
don't know what's the matter with it. It's been itching all day.
Scratch it, big guy.
So
Hey, Willman, can you check your Twitter? I sent you a DM. Okay.
Chris Carter says, hello from Columbus, Ohio, boys. Let's go racing, boogity, boogity, boogity. 10-4, Chris Carter. We're going to do that right now. We're going to do a little league racing tonight, buddy. 167 big ones.
Yep.
Yeah, Kurt P. eye drops. I don't. My eye's a little bit red right here, right underneath it. It's like it's got a bug bite or something on it. I don't know, but it itches. 167 big ones is what we're looking at.
Well, will you look at that? Chris Gibson sending us a screenshot of the live stream tonight. That is gorgeous. That is one heck of a good.
Prodigy Archive. Hey guys, sorry Outlaw, didn't know you guys streaming. Yeah, we just got on live, man. It's league race night. I texted on Discord. Oh, sorry, I did not see it. Let me check and see.
Chase.
That's a 10-4. Had a great tuning in. I'm trying to get my screens loaded up here so I can do a little commentating tonight. Maybe do some Dave Moody style after we watched Dave there this past weekend, Will, man.
Yeah, man. Dave Moody was in rare form. I'll say that.
Boy, Strictly Stock Motorsports is in the house tonight too.
In the house.
Yeah. I'm still down a bulb over here, Will, man.
You might want to fix that.
No, I like myself dark.
Okay.
Makes me look like I got more of a tan.
I see. Woo! Will you just look at GT Park, boys and girls? It is Halloween on GT Park's race car this evening. My goodness, what a paint scheme. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
are you kidding me with that thing? Wow.
Is that Freddy Krueger on the
Yeah,
side
that's
there?
Freddy Krueger and Jason and my heavens.
Good
Wow.
Lord.
Justin Egan with
GT Park.
Justin Egan with a nice Halloween M&M's paint
Kurt
scheme.
P said he's becoming a Ray Rogers fan. Well, when you run up front like that, that happens, you know. So.
Aren't we all becoming a Ray Rogers fan?
Is that Justin Egan in that 18 machine?
It is. There's Eagleson Automotive.
Halloween machine.
Hey, Gavin Hibbs running the Ohio State University.
I think I've got a hold of about everybody. I know Paulie knows, Cato knows, Worrell knows, Hibbs, Zeshawn knows, Callahan knows, Coker knows. I sent a message to Matt Lovett. Everybody sent a message to Matt Lovett.
James Cato says go Vols.
Does anybody know?
I have not seen Chili Pilly on the Twitters.
No. He did get a hold of me. He said thank you for letting him know.
Okay.
Juan Benitez is not going to be racing with us tonight. Ray Rogers, Justin Egan, Cronky, Webb, GT Park, Brandon Lawless. Is Lawless in here?
Brandon Lawless is in here.
All right, so Lawless is in here, and we're waiting on Matt Lovett.
Yep.
So let me double check, make sure Lovett sent me that message back.
All right, we have Tim Mullins, which is not Tim Collins, in the race room. We'll have to boot him before we.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
He probably needs to.
Sorry, we'll
let him know.
We'll let him practice. He's in here a lot.
He sent me a message, said thanks for the heads up. So
Yeah.
So he knows we're racing.
Who knows? He was just going to watch.
Yeah, Jason Leisman, the league is for only people,
No problem at all.
that has paid and are eligible to run in the league tonight, bud. Sorry, we'll be back tomorrow night running some hotties.
This is round 8 of our playoffs, and my goodness, it's exciting. Exciting stuff.
It is exciting stuff. I will give you that, Will, man. It sure is.
Whew, I'm already starting to think about picks to click, Outlaw.
Well, you know, here at Texas, things happen fast.
That they do. That they do.
And to be honest with you, you know, these mile and a halves are, you know, certain people's playgrounds.
True that.
My pick to click tonight, after the strong run last week.
At Martinsville.
At Martinsville, I'm gonna, and after meeting Mr. Egan, I think Egan's gonna be tough tonight, and I think Alex Cronky's gonna be tough tonight.
I get it.
Those two are my picks to click tonight.
Outstanding choice. However,
You think so, Will, man?
I do.
Who you got?
Let me tell you who I got. First of all,
Talk it.
I got 3 for Dale, boys and girls. Bam! Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate that. My pick to click.
Chuck Whitehead, thank you so much, babe.
Thank you.
My pick to click is this cat right here.
Man, Ray Rogers
got?
stole my number.
Hang on, let him grid back up on the track. Heck, I'll just go right here. Right there's my pick to click, boys and girls. It is GT Park. It is GT
Park.
And I say that because he's stout on mile and a halves.
Yes, he
has a great paint scheme. But 2, we've run a couple of hosted sessions here this week, and the man is fast. The man is fast.
Yes, he is.
42 on the side of my car.
And he's running chrome wheel, so.
That's all good, man.
That's a big
Hitting in. Hitting.
Okay.
Just running a couple hotties here, kind of get the feel of the track. Track feels good, a lot of grip, 65 degrees. I don't think we're going to have any problems with anybody slipping and sliding early, and especially these early runs. We're looking at 2x2 racing here for a little while, Will, man, I guarantee it.
Yeah, I would say probably the first 10, 12 laps.
Yeah.
Some good 2x2, and then we're going to spread it out a little bit. Tires are going to become a factor.
Yeah.
Fuel will not be a factor.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. First stage is going to conclude at lap 40.
Yeah,
so
we're not going to have fuel problems.
So fuel will not be an issue. Kurt P says he's going to donate 20 big ones if Ray Rogers gets the win.
Well, heck yeah, Ray. Let's go, buddy.
Hey, someone say something again.
Can I check Discord?
Also had a pretty bad voice
I'll
crack right there.
check it. Who needs to check this?
LKH. And here's why I can't do it. Because if I exit out of where I am,
Justin.
of where I am in our Discord,
What's up, Gavin?
I lose the cameras. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
What could? Saying what's up. Go ahead.
Okay. We're going to check out this baseball score. And we are, wait a minute, saying top of 3. It's still 1-0? Am I wrong on that?
I don't know, Will, man.
Yep, it's still 1-0, top of 3. Oh man, you see that Young Chevrolet sign right there? I once called you. I once called Young Chevrolet at 214-328-9111.
You did, didn't you?
I most certainly did. How about I take the viewers in the NBC pace car here, NBC ride-along car,
Yeah.
And let's go a couple of, at least one good lap around this joint. What do you
Yeah.
think? What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, pit road
Man,
speed's
I
going to
wish I was
be
in this race. It feels so good.
Pit-
Golly.
pit road speed's going to be 50 miles per hour. You do not want to violate the blend line. You can gain a lot of speed coming off this pit road, unlike a lot of them where you have to slow down. It's wide.
Something I've really noticed inside the car here
Yeah.
is you build so much speed going down that backstretch,
Yeah.
drafting, and if
What's up,
you're
fella?
on the
There you
drag,
go.
that you can't hold
Hey,
it
Chris.
at the bottom flat-footed. You have to lift.
Inside.
Gotcha.
It is crazy.
Still there. How you doing, Will, man? Still inside.
Very well, sir. Very well.
I mean, it is crazy how much you have to lift.
One thing I noticed running a hosted session the other night, you get behind a car, you're going to be a little tighter. The aero push here is pretty real.
Definitely.
But out front, she loosens up pretty good. Almost to a point that you can get a little loose. That Alexander Kroenke machine right there, boys and girls. That 57 looking sharp.
Still out there at the door.
We've got Wes Pauly with a 29.090 right now, 29 flat. Him and GT is basically
Still there.
bump drafting each other. Let's see if old Lovett's in here. Come on, Matt, you gotta get in here, buddy. Let me message
Come out
you, just
there.
let him know.
Okay, I'm going to dive her down pit road right here. We're going to take a look at these pit stops.
Door outside.
All right, I'm coming in. I've already signaled. My hand's been out the window. I'm going to drive it into about that Dickies sign right there. Start rolling off. Getting on the brake.
All right, I'll let him know.
Outside.
So hopefully we're not going to be. I'd like
Still
to see
there?
Matt Lovett in here. He's
Clear
definitely
high.
in the running for that 5th place money.
Right.
All right, let me go ahead and go over some notes here with us tonight while you guys are out there running it around. Will, man, we are at Texas tonight. Round
Yes, we are.
number 8.
8, 7,
Going
6,
167
5,
laps.
4.
Will, man, stage 1 ends at lap 40.
3,
Stage
2,
2 ends at
1.
lap 80.
80.
Stop on
Okay.
the sign.
Yep.
So it leaves 87 laps to go to the end of it. We do not want to interfere with anything on the track throughout this season. We will not penalize drivers for aggressive driving. We will not rule for or against any driver. It is out of our hands. If you have a problem with another competitor, settle it on the track or in the garage, please. iRacing is going to handle all flags except stage breaks. This includes passing before the start-finish line or on restarts if someone wrecks, spins, tires, etc. We will not clear black flags, wave arounds, issue EOL penalties. Please follow iRacing's instructions, but we will monitor the restarts to make sure nobody's jumping. Okay. Your points payout, of course, are first place, going to get 21 points. Second place, 15 points. Third place, 14 points, all the way down to position 16.
Correct.
Your stage points winners gets 10 points, 10 bonus points, 9 points for second place, 8 points third, so on, etc. We'll get those added up tomorrow. If you haven't followed us on Twitter, please make sure you do that. Our Twitter handles are in the description. We put out a lot of information on the channel for Twitter, or on Twitter.
On the Twitter.
Our contestants tonight is going to be Wes Pauly, James Cato, Chris Worrell, Gavin Hibbs, Zishan Dura, Steve Callahan, Matt Coker, Matt Lovett if he joins, Josh Collins, Juan Benitez is not going to be with us tonight, Ray Rogers, Justin Egan, Alex Kroenke, Chris Webb, GT Park, and Brandon Lawless. Now, let me go ahead and go over the point standings here. Who's still in it? Who is still battling for 5th place points? Right now, with Chris Worrell's win, he advanced to I was reading a message there. He advanced to Homestead. That leaves Justin Egan, GT Park, and Ray Rogers in the top 4. Total 4 there. The 3 that's left advancing to Homestead as of right now. You've got 2 races left. You got Gavin Hibbs and Matt Coker, who's 5 points behind Ray Rogers and GT Park. Cato is 7 points behind Rogers and GT Park, and Kroenke who had a very bad run last week, is 15 points out so far of making it to Homestead with 2 races to go.
Right.
Every other driver has been eliminated and fighting for the 5th place points, and Matt Lovett right now is in that position to claim those points. But interesting here, he's not joined so far, so if he doesn't join, he's not going to get those points. You got about 2.5 minutes left. Nope, Matt Lovett is in the room. Good.
He's in the house.
We are ready to go. Yes,
he's in the house.
What, buddy?
Ooh.
Right here, Knuckles. Yes.
Hey.
Good job, buddy.
Real quick. Point leader Chris Worrell right here. Brand new paint scheme this week. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he was going with some candy or something.
Sour Patch Kids. Are you kidding me? Look at that. It's beautiful.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That's beautiful.
That
That's weird stuff. Wow.
All right, so we've got James Cato says if y'all switch your race control on the transmitter, you should be able to talk to the rest of it. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that.
All right, so how are we going to do that? Do we go in our car?
No, you just go over to race control on the transmitter.
Where is that?
In your black box.
I have to go in car.
Well, I'm doing it by I'm watching other people.
But you're in your car, aren't you?
One of the F buttons brings up the radio controls. I think it might be F10. Press it, it should bring up all the radio controls.
Okay.
Yeah, F10, there you go.
Hey, will you just look at there? Boys and girls, you learn something new every day.
Switch it to
race control.
Race control.
Okay. So let's try this now. Outlaw, you got a copy?
Solid copy, Will, man.
Okay.
10-4, got a copy on y'all as well.
All right, so outstanding.
Got a copy here.
That's a cool feature.
Thank you, Mr. Cato.
And I believe that should let y'all talk over the rest of it.
Okay. Sweet.
Testing. Yes, it works.
Yep, sure did.
Yeah.
All right. So we can talk over. How about that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, we can talk over people. Definitely talk.
So
over
we
people.
cue our mic to talk to the race room.
Yeah, I'm talking over Gavin.
Pretty good, boss.
Yeah, I'm talking over James too.
Let them practice, Outlaw. We got 15 seconds, boys and girls. 15 seconds.
Better. This sounds better than the
I
ball.
thought that was pretty good.
All right.
All right, yeah.
Well, look
Okay,
at that.
so make sure we get our
Fitting in, Worrell.
qualifying down who got the polls so we can award those award that money to the most poll winners.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do.
Go.
I'm gonna go ahead and read out who has polls up to this point. Chris Worrell has 2 polls. Justin Egan has 2 polls. Gavin Hibbs has 1. Matt Lovett has 2. That equals 7. That's all of our poll daddies so far. And looking tonight to see if one of these other guys can reach up and grab a poll. Now it's obviously the Cup package, 1.5 miles. It's going to be close qualifying times.
Should be. So
Yeah.
we can't see anything right now.
Outlaw, I'm going to try
Lovett has
something. Yeah,
connected,
I'm going to try something here.
Go.
I'm going to try something here. I'm messing around with a little. Hey, Prodigy Archive, what's up? Hey, David Hudson, last night's winner, boys. Right back at it. Yeah. Brandon Andrews, Pole Daddies, Willman, October 30th. That's right, Pole Daddies. That's right. I'm going to try something a little different here. Bear with me for a moment. Let me see where that is. Give me a second. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready. What you got going?
Let me see if this works. You're not going to be able to see it, I don't think. And
Okay.
I need your silence. While we qualify, we're going to go to commercial break for a moment.
This is Cal Norton Jr. and this is Ricky Bobby. And you're watching Flying Aces YouTube channel.
Okay, I think that all I did was I played the Ricky Bobby and Cal Norton Jr. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Mama said that was cool.
All right, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's just a.
Brandon Andrews says now it gave me an ad. What?
Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's the commercial break.
Gives you another commercial
That's
break.
the commercial
There
break.
you
Yeah.
go.
Commercial break.
Anyway, I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool though. Hey, when Ricky Bobby tells you you're watching the Flying Aces YouTube channel, hey, it's worth another commercial.
It's worth a commercial. Yeah.
Yeah, NASCAR Fan 4 S. How about Byron getting second at Martinsville? Man, that kid's gonna win.
That
soon,
was good.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. That was all right.
Funny.
Yeah, should have. Oh man, how awesome would it have been to have gotten the postman?
Strictly Stock says, how much for an ad, fellas?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool though. I thought that was pretty cool.
Michael Smithy says his pick to click is Matt Coker tonight.
Great choice. I called Coker earlier this season. He delivered the goods. Not out of the. That's not stretching. That's not a reach to see Matt Coker bring home that checker flag tonight.
He's currently in the Homestead chase right now. So man, it's gonna be a good race tonight. I tell you what's gonna be interesting is them running very close in these opening laps. How aggressive they're gonna be.
Ooh.
So
hey boys. Hey boys. Wow, that's Kyle Larson. Chris Gibson got to meet Kyle Larson. How about that?
Sweet.
Son of a gun. Where did you at Ollie's? Okay. Ollie's Bargain Outlet. How about that? I did not know that Kyle Larson is an Ollie's driver. I did not know that. Did you know that already?
I didn't. I really didn't know.
I didn't know that. I wonder if that is something coming up for next season. I don't know. David Hudson says Wes Polly's going to lay the smackdown tonight. I think he learned some stuff from me last night. That's David Hudson talking. Wes Polly's fast. I'll say that. I will say that. Coker is going to win today. All right, there's another Matt Coker. All right. Kyle Smalley. Got you, big guy. Yeah, that is all right. How about that? Was those pictures today? Or maybe yesterday? Usually Tuesday is the sponsor appearance now. Was that yesterday or today, Kyle? All right. Can you guys see what I'm saying? Because I feel like my text is laggy. Yeah, Prodigy, we got you. And we've also got 34 more seconds until qualifying is up.
Till hammer time.
Boys and girls.
All right, I was actually doing a couple things over here. I need to quit and get my
10-4.
Get my act together here.
10-4 right there.
I'm gonna send one more message out.
All right. So let me unmute it here. Let me unmute this. Oh no, there we go. Full. We got full throttle. We got 10 drivers who have taken qualification times. 11 drivers which has taken qualification times, and I believe that's all we're going to get. It's 11. All right. So we got.
Y'all giving away any Bush beer?
To the race winner only.
People still drink that stuff?
All right, so Tim Mullins, myself, and yourself are not racing. So that's going to leave us with 14 drivers out of the 16.
That's when I did my most drinking.
Is Stephen Callahan's in. Who are we missing there, Outlaw? Missing Benitez and who?
Just Juan Benitez, to my knowledge.
We've only got 14 of the 16 drivers.
Okay, so I know Juan is not here. Let me look. Let me go through this. Wes Polly's here. Cato's here. Whirl's here. Hibbs is here.
Yeah.
Where's Zeshawn at?
Zeshawn is in here. Coker's here. Love it.
Hey,
Love
Aces.
it. Josh Collins.
Yes, sir, Chris.
Are you in any position to run me down the top 8 in the playoffs real quick, just so I know who to give a little bit more space to?
Can you do that, Outlaw?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. Key up your mic.
Yeah, I'll be happy to do that. Give me one moment here. It's Josh Collins. Wes, where's Josh at tonight?
Okay. Yeah.
Boys, I believe old Collins retired.
You know, it happens. It happens.
Copy over out. It happens.
So here's our pole daddy.
That should be a $10 fine.
Racing or just the league?
No, he just hadn't been running a lot. Said he was taking a break for a little bit.
10-4. All right, guys, your top 8 drivers. Chris Whirl has advanced already due to his win last week in Martinsville. Justin Egan with 35 points. GT Park with 25 points. Rogers with 25 points. That's your top 4. Battling to make it to Homestead is Hibbs, who's 5 points behind. Coker is also 5 points behind. Cato is 7 points behind. Cronky 15 points behind.
Whoo,
Good luck
boys.
to all competitors.
Whoo, boys.
Job, I appreciate it, buddy.
All right.
You got it, big guy. Good
Let's roll them, boys and girls.
luck. All right, well, man, you ready?
Yeah, we're going to go through the field.
167 laps here.
Matt Coker, Pole Daddy.
167, guys. Your stage breaks are on lap 40, lap 80, then we'll go to the end. Good luck, everybody.
Justin Egan, P2. Chris Worrell, P4. Chris Webb, P3.
Anyone know if we can make it?
Wes Polly, P5, or 6, I'm sorry. Ray Rogers, P5.
I think we'll have to.
Gavin Hibbs, P8.
That's gonna be close.
Alex Cronky, P7.
Cool thing.
P9. My pick to click.
Going off of, it says estimated 100
GT
laps
Park.
right now, so
Zishan Dura. Zishan Dura in the Arbor Day. Trying to protect those trees. Stephen Callahan in his City Chevrolet.
Okay.
Brandon Lawless in his Tracker Boats. And Goval's James Cato will round out our field tonight. I noticed that Matt Lovett disconnected. He is not running tonight.
These are
He's
all
not. Okay, boys, pace car is off.
In this ride.
And we're off, Outlaw.
Matt Coker is leading us to the green as we go. So Matt Coker is going to dive it off into turn number 1 with the lead here on his outside. It's going to be one fast Toyota Camry in that Halloween M&M's car. That's Justin Egan. Third's going to be Chris Webb. Fourth's going to be Chris Worrell. You better believe Worrell's going to be a player in this game. As we predicted, Will, man, they're heading down into turn 3 with a lot of speed, nose to tail. Coker, Egan. Here comes Worrell to the outside.
Look at this field. Hall the Mill coming out of turn 4 to complete lap 1. You got Matt Coker going to lead lap 1. Justin Egan's P2. Chris Worrell climbing his way up to the front, runs P3. Alex Cronky in that 57 car running P4.
It is a hornet's nest back here where Cronky's at. Now remember, Cronky's still in this. He's 15 points back. He's going to have to take it a little bit easy tonight and play it safe and not get wrecked. He's been wrecked out in the last 4 of these races, Will, man.
Surprisingly.
Hornet's nest back here with him, Webb. You've also got GT Park and Wes Polly along with Ray Rogers mixing it up at the start-finish line.
Yeah, back to Cronky and all the wrecks he's been in. Surprisingly, he is still in the hunt for this championship. That's a testament to how strong he typically is and how fast that 57 car is.
Yeah, earlier in the season, of course, he won right off the bat.
Yes.
First race of the year. So, man, I'm telling you what, he is fast. He gained a lot of points there in those first few races that allowed him to barely keep hanging on, Will, man, as we go into just 2 races to go after this. And as we take a look, Chris Worrell runs it down in the grass just a little bit. He's going to be up here trying to fight these leaders as they head off into turn number 1. 2 by 2, Matt Coker and Justin Egan coming off turn 2.
Egan looking to the inside, looking to take the lead away from Matt Coker as they head down the backstretch. Worrell pushing that 18 car down into turn 3. It's going to be Justin Egan. It's going to be Justin Egan. Look like he's going to lead this lap unless Coker can get that run off the high side. He will not be able to. Justin Egan will lead this lap. Completing.
It seemed like they're giving each other a lot of room here, Will, man, which is really good. Nobody wants to wreck out this early and have to use a quick repair. But I
Speaking of
guarantee
which,
during the race, they're going to do some beating and banging.
Speaking of which,
one thing you need to look for here is going down into turn number 3. Look how much speed they're carrying, and a caution does come out.
Here's what happened. Here's exactly what happened. Wes Polly. Let's go to far chase mode. I'm sorry, let's go to rear chase mode. Wes Polly got loose, and I think that caused a chain reaction. Here we go, moments ago.
Cronky, why am I always behind you?
Zishan
I
Dura.
don't know, we had a lot of practice.
Zishan Dura got the brunt of that. It was a 2-car incident, separate on the track, but 2 cars involved in that caution. Zishan spinning it is what brought out the caution flag.
Right. Okay, but the good thing for Zishan, looks like his car, well, until he hit the wall there.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like his car had too much damage here, so we'll see if he's going to have to take a quick
I'm
repair
on
if he's
that
going to be
code
able to
into
get it
west.
done. But it looks like it's going to be a long night for Zishan if he don't use his quick repair right now.
Correct. I'm going to get a pit road camera set. We'll watch these guys dive it into pit road.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to want to come down pit road for every chance they get on these tires. Nobody wants to take a chance, well, man, with this small of a field anyway, with only 14 drivers. You don't want to take a chance on being the only one out there with no tires and having everybody pass you anyway.
That's an
now,
absolute
it might be different if we had a 30 field playoff field here, but unfortunately we only took 16. Just like the NASCAR playoff.
Sure.
I mean, and the reason I'm saying that is somebody tunes in, they say, man, why they got such a small field? Well, that's the way we wanted it. We only allowed 16. We're just doing the elimination style racing, where we're eliminating after every 3 races. And instead of having a big, huge field, we just decided to cut it to 16 and see how the racing went. And actually, it's been really good up to this point. Justin Egan's going to lead them out of the pit road there, Will, man. Looks like Matt Coker P2, Alex Cronky P3, the great pit stop. Chris Webb's going to be P4.
I thought the road was a little bit longer than
and looks to me like coming out 5th is Ray Rogers. Chris Swirl is the big loser there. He went from 2nd. He's going to fall all the way back on pit road. Looks like he may have dropped the jack, or the rear tire changer might have failed.
It's confirmed. Front tire changer slipped as he was coming around the nose of that car. That's what happened.
Something had to happen.
Cost him valuable time. Cost him valuable time. I tell you who did knock out that pit stop. 13.1 seconds. Justin Egan's crew. Justin Egan's crew.
That's big time.
Yeah.
Well, man, I was up in Martinsville there Sunday listening to the MRN broadcast, and they told us that Martin Truex Jr. hit all 4 or 5 of his pit stops in the 12-second range and flirting with 11-second pit stops.
Oh, man.
Can you believe that? They changed 4 tires and fuel in 12.5 seconds.
That's showing up when it matters most.
Make up your mind, man.
All right, what we've got here is Zishan Dura did not take his fast repair. Looks like he got it repaired for the most part. He's going to be a little underpowered, but early in the race,
I got a long time to think about.
That's okay. I don't think he's in any danger of going a lap down.
Right.
Looks like he has that Arbor Day Ford
160
in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape.
Oh, yeah.
Why'd you have to say that?
Well, man, we've off to a good start here. Very good race and fun to call these kind of races when you've got cars all over each other and really racing hard. When you get to the short track sometimes or places like Dover, it gets kind of strung out.
They got a portage on right next to them. If anybody needs to stop.
You kind of get a little lackadaisical, I guess.
Sure. Sure.
It's always fun, these mile and a halves, to call these races when they're door to door.
Yes, it is. It is. We're going back to 1 to go here.
Yeah, 1 to go. What I was saying before that caution come out, when they go down into turn 3 on this second lap, when they come up full speed,
well, that's all might have to give that
watch them go down into turn 3, and look how many of them push up towards the wall because of the speed that they're carrying. Normally, with this package, you can drive all the way around these mile and a half at the bottom, and it'll let you stay at the bottom.
Right.
But here at Texas, for some reason, they're carrying so much speed, it will not stick to that bottom. They have to lift on the throttle.
They do have to lift. I'm trying to pull up I
can run real fast for about
my radio, and I'm not having success doing that. I did it earlier, not having success now.
F12 or F10, excuse me, F10.
I'm hitting F10, and she is not coming up. Oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah, you can.
All right, Will, man, the pace car is halfway down that backstretch. Huge crowd here at Texas to see the Flying Aces.
How about that?
League race, round number 8. I hope there's a big crowd there at Texas on Sunday for the NASCAR race.
I don't look for it, Outlaw. You have the Formula One race at the Circuit of the Americas, just about an hour and a half away in Austin, Texas.
Good luck, everybody. That's
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I don't think it's going to affect it too much. Most of your crowd there is the foreigners coming up from Mexico to watch that anyway. So.
Sure.
Well, man.
Here we go.
Cleared the
pace car's off.
Here he's off. Here goes Justin Egan as he flat-foots it across the start-finish line, ready to go racing. Don't look now. Alex Cronky is up to P2. He's got a great restart on the inside.
Yes, he did.
Ray Rogers driving the number 3 today. Is that Chris Webb? Who is that in the 3 car?
I don't see a 3 car.
Black car in 3rd place there.
black car, you need to reset trading paints. That is Ray Rogers 42.
Oh, okay. That's why I was getting confused here.
Yeah.
Let's Control R this unit right quick.
And his
I'm
Duval.
seeing all these cars white going around the track here. I don't know who's
Yeah.
Reset that.
Yeah. All right, so we got Alex Cronky to the point. Ray Rogers looking to the inside as he comes down the backstretch. Alex Cronky diving it to the bottom. Justin Egan follows, leaving that outside line wide open for Matt Coker. Chris Webb looking to tuck in behind Coker. Egan stuck in the middle. It's going to be
Coker with a power move in 3 and 4 as he went high. We got a wreck. We got West Paul in the grass down here. He's hit the pace car inside the wall. Caution has not come out. He's not on the track.
I was
it's
there,
going
bro.
to keep going.
No biggie, Wes. It looked like you didn't know I was there.
No caution is out as they keep racing. Alex Cronky heading down into turn 3 with, let's see, that is Ray Rogers right on his bumper. Matt Coker is that outside, turn 3 and 4. Really getting some momentum coming up on 4 with that. He's going to need some help on the outside, some drafting help. Just as I say that, here comes Justin Egan. What lane is he going to choose going down into
right front? Got pushed in, Chris.
Yes, Chris, right front has some damage.
All right, Cronky pulled out to about a 2-car length lead. Here comes Matt Coker. That outside line has definitely paid dividends here early in this race.
Chris,
He took the outside line in turn 1 and 2. Great momentum. Looks like the outside is going to be the fast lane here. Matt Coker pulling a Kyle Larson going way high all the way around the track. Picking up positions as he's fighting for the lead. Going down into turn 1. They're door to door. Alex Cronky.
I thought you guys
2 by 2 by 2. 3 wide, 3 deep. We've got Cronky, Coker, front row.
I'm pretty slow right now.
Justin Egan.
Have to use it.
Ray Rogers, second row. Chris Webb falling into P5. It's going to be a race for the lead with 5 cars, Will man.
Matt Coker's 13 Eagleson Automotive Chevrolet Camaro. Looks as good as he's ever been during this season, leading at Texas. Meanwhile, Justin Egan in his Halloween scheme, the Kyle Busch 18 M&M's Halloween scheme, looking to push Alex Cronky here to the front. Cronky's been very stout in the early going. Justin Egan equally as stout. Those 2 cars hooked up. If they can stay hooked up this entire night, it's going to be one of those 2 guys likely to find victory lane.
Yeah, they're still 2 by 2, Will, man. About 3 rows deep here. You've got the same characters that's been up front the whole race. You're also looking at Chris Worrell back here at about P8 trying to make it up here to this pack. Don't know if he's going to be able to do it or not. They seem to have lost the draft just a little bit. But it's still Cronky and Worrell fighting for the lead as they head down into turn number 3. Side by side.
Update on points leader Chris Worrell. He has right front damage, and he is somewhat off the pace due to that damage.
10-4. He will be able to get that fixed up, and you better believe he'll be a player as this race continues.
No question.
If you take a look here at Matt Coker running that high line, he seems comfortable up there, and I believe it's going to pay off here in the long run, Will, man, as that low line is probably going to get bogged down and lose some speed. If he stays up top, he'll be able to power his way around this leader right here within the next few laps, I guarantee it.
Exactly. Once them tires start wearing down, you can look for that high line to become the fastest way around this place.
And as we say that, he drifted a little too high in 3 and 4. He's going to lose 2 positions and fall back into P4.
Correct.
Cronky's still your leader, heading down into turn 1.
Justin Egan runs 2. Ray Rogers. A lot of people's pick to click. Ray Rogers runs P3. Again, Matt Coker falls in P4. And my pick to click, GT Park running 5th.
Well, Will, man, you've had a great track record this season picking the winners or the front runners. So I don't look for that to change tonight. I look for GT Park to be strong. Yeah, he's ran strong in the last few weeks. Man, he's done a really good job, and he's already up to top 5 here. I look for him to stay there and really battle it out here towards the end of the race, that's for sure.
Riding along in-car view here with GT Park, running right behind that Eagleson Automotive Chevy Camaro of Matt Coker. Running P5 right here. Coker in 4, Ray Rogers 3rd, Egan 2nd, Alex Cronky leading the pace.
As we are halfway through stage number 1 here in Texas, guys, in the Lone Star State, we do thank you for joining us tonight here, watching the Flying Aces live, round 8 at Texas Motor Speedway. The winner of this one should be guaranteed a spot in the Homestead if he's qualified in the playoffs. So we've
Chris,
got
my bad, but I'm sorry.
3 other drivers, actually 7 other drivers looking to
Not
win
good,
and punch
man.
their ticket into Homestead here tonight.
I got a little bit of damage.
Going through the field here, riding along in the in-car view, we have Alex Cronky, our leader. P2 is Justin Egan. P3, Ray Rogers. P4, falling back a little bit and trying to get around Matt Coker is GT Park.
That was a good save overall.
To the inside is GT Park. Outside, Matt Coker. Riding along now in the 13 Eagleson Automotive Camaro. Brandon Lawless. Brandon Lawless right behind both of these guys.
Yes, definitely. I was waiting for you to say Brandon Lawless' name. It's the first time we've mentioned him
with the
tonight,
damage
but,
too, it's going to get
he's
better.
going to be a player here
Tires.
in this race. Now remember, last week, late in the race at Martinsville, he had that race won if that last caution had to come out. And unfortunately for him, it did, and he got into a wreck or a skirmish at the end. It cost him a really good finish, but what a great run last week for Brandon Lawless at Martinsville.
That is correct. That is correct. Right along here with Gavin Hibbs, trying to get his nose in there with Lawless, Park, and Coker, pushing for, looking really for that P4 position. He's running 7th right now, but could easily be in P4 as he's nose to tail with the 3 cars in front of him.
Yeah,
Moving back to James Cato.
Right now, Will, man, is for position number 5. You got GT Park and Brandon Lawless trying to battle that out. Everybody else is single file as they head down into turn number 3. Justin Egan's got a pretty good run here on Alex Cronky, but he's losing a little bit coming up off 4. Ray Rogers trying to gain position 2 away from Justin Egan. Let's see if he can do it. Let's pick that battle up, Will, man. Position 2. He's right on Egan's bumper.
Yes, he is. As they race hard with each other, they find themselves inching closer and closer to Cronky. Not sure if Cronky's trying to save a little bit of tires here or whatnot, but he is. Egan and Rogers both gaining a little bit on Alex Cronky here.
I would say Cronky's not saving anything. He's only got 16 laps. He needs these stage points big time to advance. Remember, he is 15 points off the pace as far as advancing into Homestead. So he's going to need a win, and if he don't get a win, he's going to need a couple of stage wins tonight at least, and a good finish to boost his standing. So he'll have a chance next week when we head off to Phoenix International Raceway. Will, man, one of the funnest tracks to watch and race on iRacing.
Oh, it's unique. Cannot wait to get there next week in that dog leg. On iRacing, as far as I know, the new configuration is not. They don't have the new configuration on iRacing, so we're going to be having that dog leg in the backstretch come next week.
The track's still the same. They just haven't moved the start-finish line.
Exactly.
But it's still the same race.
Working lap 26 of 40 in this first stage. Gavin Hibbs. Let me get my camera back here.
I didn't know if you were going to come back up or not.
He is still off
no
the track.
No caution.
And he has got it going.
Let's rewind.
I was making sure not to let off there.
There'll be no caution here as Hibbs has got his car running.
I thought he was
going to bring it down the pit road. What did he do, Will? Come off turn 2 and hit that wall?
That he did. In the Ohio State University car.
It was pretty wild looking.
Man. So one of our playoff drivers is finding trouble here early. He is 5 points off the pace. He still can come up and get a good finish and hopefully can maintain pace with those and still have a chance to go to Homestead next week. But I don't know what happened there, Will, man. Did you check that out?
I did. He hit the wall out of 2, and he hit the wall, single car incident, and simply spun it. He has a lot of damage. Probably going to have to take a quick repair here after stage 1.
Yeah, been there, done that too many times to count, so definitely know what he's feeling right now. Very frustrating, aggravating, putting your car in the wall by yourself. Man, I did it.
When I went to take,
let's see, where did I do that at last time? Michigan. Sets of races we've been racing in Michigan. I put it in the wall first lap, so couldn't hardly make anything up after that.
Caution for Gavin.
But he is going to go a lap down here, Will, man. He did go in.
Trying to get it going for a while.
Quick repair, and he's heading back out on the track a lap down. He should be in too much of a problem here. We're going to bring a caution out here about 11 laps on stage 1. Right now, they're still single file all the way back to position 11.
A little close.
Yeah, Alex Cronky, again, leading the pace here, leading the charge. We got Justin Egan running second and Ray Rogers third. That's really the closest battle on the track right now, and it has been for about the last 10 laps, positions 2 and 3. And everyone else is kind of riding out till the end of this stage. as we work lap 30 of 40 in this first stage.
All right, Alex Cronky's got a 3/10 second lead on Justin Egan, 5/10 on Ray Rogers. So that's a 2/10 second disadvantage or a race between Egan and Rogers.
Right.
Everybody else is at least 2.4 seconds all the way back to 18.4 seconds, which is Zishan Dura running in position 11.
Right.
A lot of space, a lot of strung out race cars here at Texas.
Yeah, we're picking up with Gavin Hibbs here, who is 1 lap down after that wreck. He did come in and take his quick repair, and he's not wasting any time. I don't know if he has enough laps. He may to race his way back onto the lead lap. He's pretty fast as he goes inside of Matt Coker right here. We're going to follow him around and see if he can get a little bit closer to these leaders.
Oh, yeah, he's got plenty of laps left here, man. We've still got 10 laps right now for him with fresh tires and a fresh race car. He's definitely going to get his lap back the right way here. No, excuse me. Gavin Hibbs is 2 laps down. So he's definitely going to have to race his way back and get only 1 lap down here so he can get that lucky dog after this. But if he don't, he's going to have to wait till the end of stage 2, and you don't want to take that chance.
No, you don't.
Somebody else, may be in the same situation. So.
No, you don't. You want to go ahead and get that back, at least one of them back right now, and not have to count on a caution flag.
Yes, sir.
So.
Yeah, he's gaining.
Did you only
visually, man, you can see big time here. They should pull over and let him go down here in the turn.
I had to use it. I was down on power.
Egan and Ray Rogers will probably move up, let him go. And as I say that, Egan did move down in front of him, kind of stop his momentum. He's actually on the apron here, slowed up. Well, man, about lost it coming up out of turn.
What happened? Egan held his line, and Hibbs took it down a little bit lower than the track allowed, and he got loose, lost a ton of momentum. Let's see if he can pick it back up here to get this 1 lap back, leaving him only 1 lap down and in the lucky dog position. He needs to race his way past this 57 up front, and at the end of this stage, he will be the lucky dog to get that lap back.
Yeah, he just backed it off there, did the right thing, calmed down, got around him the next lap, went to the outside, and he's definitely going to get around Cronky here much faster with those fresh tires. So he's only going to be 1 lap down here once he gets around Cronky. He's going to get that lucky dog. He'll be back on the lead lap after the next caution here in about 6 laps, will he?
Should be. There he goes.
He's not going to earn any stage points, but at least he's back on the lead lap and able to compete, and he's going to be able to hopefully gain some more points later in the race and get himself eligible for Homestead.
Right. All right. As we complete lap 35, we have 5 to go till the stage break. I am showing Gavin Hibbs now only 1 lap down. That is a move that me personally, I probably wouldn't have taken my quick repair there. That's an out and out, but I'm commending Gavin Hibbs for doing that. Outstanding decision right there to go ahead and take the quick repair, race his way back onto the lead lap, and now be in position for that lucky dog.
If he did not take his quick repair right there, Will, man, he would not have gotten that lap back
by
any means.
I agree.
So that was a smart move for him to do that, so he can go ahead and get back on the lead lap. Yeah, sure, he's down a quick repair, but I'm sure he learned that he's not going to do that mistake again. He's going to be all right. So that's why we have the quick repair in case you do make a mistake, and sometimes you have to take them a little early, but he'll be all right.
I agree. Again, we continue with this battle, second and third. Looks like these 2 drivers are just content to ride out this stage. They've been in this same position now for going on 10 to 12 laps. Ray is not able to actually get up to Justin. Seems like there's been about 1 to 2 car lengths between these guys this entire second half of this run, and I think they are quite content to just ride it out, collect those stage points, trust their pit crew, and get back after it in stage number 2.
Yeah, I think with those tires going, going after they ran probably 30 laps, it looks like on a green flag run.
Pretty awesome.
The car is actually going to start pushing a little bit too, the car behind, and you're not going to have that downforce on your car. It's just going to get too loose to pass people.
That's true.
On these older tires.
That's true. And that's where we are right now.
The society.
All right, James Cato back here. It's got to keep your eye on. Cato obviously just running, just logging laps right now, wanting to be there at the end in his number 11 UT Vols. Strictly stock Chevy Camaro.
On regular TV.
All right, Will, man, we're coming up on the last lap of
channels,
this
I guess
stage.
you'd
I'm going to
say.
follow the number 10 running car, Chris Webb, around the track once he crosses that start-finish line on lap
Started
40.
watching this as after the other night while I was on
We
my
will
phone.
throw that yellow for the end of the
pretty
stage.
awesome.
So we got one lap to go
Now I
here.
started watching
Chris
the
10-4.
Hulu, watching it on Hulu from the
10,
beginning.
1 lap from right now, correct?
Yes, one lap from right now.
Yeah,
I'm
here's
waiting.
pretty
He's going
good.
down
I
into
haven't
turn
watched
number
it
1
there.
here. When he crosses the start-finish line, I will throw that
Yeah, it's
yellow
pretty
flag
good.
for the stage break.
10-4.
Take a picture
Still
of
in
the
the
top
first
10,
season,
so I'll be able to get those points together in the morning.
A real
10-4.
off subject, but Boat Hillary 2020.
We do have a race here for second. Ray Rogers getting racy, looking to the outside of Egan, trying that middle line. Egan hugging the bottom.
Hillary on the house. Hillary on the White House.
Ray Rogers also to the bottom. Will he be able to get enough of a run here?
Caution is out.
Caution's out.
Caution
is out. That is the stage break. I will pause it. I too will get a picture for scorekeeping purposes. You know, just in case you drop your phone in your toilet or something.
Oh, well, okay.
Hey, you never know. Stranger things have happened.
I tell you what, we are going to come back here in a
First
moment, but
second
right
off
now
the
we're
two.
going to go off
Second
for
off.
station identification.
Station identification. Are you sure station identification? Is it
I
time?
think it's time for a station. They're in my ear saying it's break.
Okay,
Station
got you.
identification.
10-4.
Hey Chris, since you're gonna be in the back,
And this is Ricky Bobby.
you should
You're watching Flying
change your
Aces
fast and
YouTube
fair
channel.
first. See how much optional you have. Unless
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, Chris. Just to see. I know I don't have any required.
okay, I was about to suggest that too. Unless you had required, if you think I wouldn't do it then.
All right, Outlaw.
No, I wasn't overheating or anything
Go
like
ahead,
that.
Will,
Motor
man.
seems to be running
We have word here
Okay,
from
on
Joe
second, see what I
Francis
got.
to tell them strictly stock boys to get their butts in
Yeah,
gear.
me too. I'm gonna still go back around on the
That's
next lap and
exactly
use
right.
it,
So
my quick repair.
we're riding back in time for these pit stops. There's single file going down. Alex
If someone
Crocky's leading them.
turns you,
Egan
done
second.
now.
Ray Rogers third. We'll see how they come out. If anybody makes any mistakes
Sound
on
good?
pit road.
I really do
I'm
want
going to
to
get
run
over here to
this
this
race.
chat right quick and see what's going
But
on.
I mean, I got some.
Michael
Copy
Yeager
that.
says
I
shake
can't
and bake. He must have watched the station.
Shake and
station
bake?
A
identification.
championship.
Brandon Andrews also will, man. You guys know you can see the running
I mean, I
order
can only
in the
lose that at
iRacing
Hempstead.
results pages, right? It's the lap chart.
Yes.
Show
Yeah,
where
that's fair.
people were running each lap. Yes.
Yes. Ooh, close race off pit road. Egan wins that.
Chronic says that paid the bills. LOL.
How long you got, World?
That's right, buddy. Yeager says it's top
A
of the
minute.
fifth, 1-0 Houston. Cortland
Yeah.
Herman, what's up, guys? Hey, Cortland,
Hey,
how are
Cortland.
you doing?
Oh, we got some
I have
drivers
14
back
points
here
in a second.
getting some damage fixed.
Good day.
Yeah, I'd say Chris Worrell. might
Chris
be-
Worrell, Chris Webb, and I think that's Zishan back
You know,
here.
I think I'm gonna try it out this next round. And
I'm
just,
on.
Yeah, and Brandon Andrews
use
says
my
then
quick
dropping
repair
the
yet.
phone
Just
in
see
the
what
toilet
happens.
is
Yes.
no biggie. No, shoot no. As long as there ain't nothing in it, should be a problem.
Shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, Michael Yeager, stage breaks, lap 40, lap 80.
Now we had
Then,
said
we're
new
going
rule
to
for this
go
race.
to
We're
the
going
end
to count
after lap
stage
80.
points
So we're
after
into the
the
stage
pit
one here.
stops,
We're going to
correct?
reset the field.
That is not
momentarily.
confirmed, GT. That is not confirmed.
What's not confirmed?
Setting stage points after the pit stops.
Dagnabbit.
I thought they said they were doing it in reverse order. 10th place
no.
gets 10 points, 9 gets 9, 8
No.
gets 8.
No, I think you misread that.
We talked about that, but decided against it.
Well, we talked about the
Communist.
last place runner getting all the bonus points.
Yeah. Breaking news, YouTube viewer Joe24Ever, you may know him as Smoking Joe Francis, says you strictly stock boys need to get your buttocks in gear. Come on.
He's a bully. We don't support bullying.
They don't support bullying over here, Will.
Yep. Yep.
Kurt P says, come
Joe,
on,
I
Ray,
got
20
stuck on
bucks.
the outside. On that restart, that's what cost me.
Come on, Ray. Get it in gear now.
Yeah, I was trying to help you through there, Coker, until I got smashed into the
All right,
wall.
so Egan has won the race off pit road with Ray Rogers P5,
Yeah, that
GT
outside
Park
line going
third,
into
Brandon
1 and 2
Lawless
is gonna be
fourth, Alex
brutal on this
Cronky come
restart.
out fifth. He lost the lead, went from first to fifth.
Yep.
You only
Must have
got
a
to
bad
lead
pit
one
stop.
lap,
Must overshot
Joe.
his pit stop.
Remember that.
Cortland Herman said he should be back by Christmas.
All right, all right.
Cortland, fantastic.
Where you at, Webb?
Man, I like that paint
Well, that-
scheme, Stephen
I was
Callahan.
gonna
Like
say,
that paint scheme.
AKR machine looks
Yeah.
pretty slick too. Plus that City Chevrolet
Yeah.
machine
How
out
does,
there is always
my right
looking
side
good.
look,
always looking
Kato?
snazzy.
right side. Let's take a look for Chris Worrell. His right side.
Little bit on the front. Like, you know how they'll be pushed up kind of a little bit, and there'll be like a crack
we
on
are not racing because this is the
backside
league
of the
race.
front
These
side,
guys
like at the
paid
top of the
to
tire.
be in the Flying Aces chase for the cup, and we're actually doing the commentating, watching these guys battle it out. Winner, the final four standing at Homestead here in a couple of weeks will battle it out, and the winner's going to get about 170 smacks,
At least it shows up
170
on my
units.
screen, like there'll be a little crack on the left side and the
Well,
right
man,
side.
pace
of
car
where it
heading
says
down
Goodyear.
into turn number 3. We're ready to re-rack them here on lap.
Show me
They're
what
going to
you're
go
working
green on lap 46.
46 of 167.
So we're almost into under 100 laps to go here at Texas. Beautiful day, good and cool, great crowd.
Outstanding crowd.
And we have re-racked them
here,
with Justin
so,
Egan leading and Ray Rogers
you guys
running
play.
on that outside. Here comes the pace car. He pulls it off on the pit road. The jump, or the leader is going to be Justin Egan. Let's see what kind of jump he gets. He goes early. Great restart by GT Park and Ray Rogers. They're going to be battling as they go off into turn number 1, and you better believe that Alex Cronky fella is going to want that lead back that he lost on pit road. He's going to power his way under Ray Rogers for position 3. Ray's going to drop right in behind him, and looks to me like it's going to be a 3-car race for the lead as they head down into turn number 3 with GT Park going under Justin Egan.
Patience is the
Powering his
key.
way down into turn number 3 for the lead is GT Park.
Patience is the key right here. I'm going to switch it back over to TV number 2. But again, patience is the key here. You don't want to get your nose crinkled up. You don't want them quarter panels to get crinkled up. You're going to give drivers a little bit more room than you normally would. But at the same time, you've got to be aggressive here as well. Cannot afford to drop to the back of the pack, because after these tires wear off, it's going to be hard to race your way back up through there when you lose a lot of that grip.
Didn't take Alex Cronky long to grab that lead from position 5. It's took him 2 laps.
2 laps.
And he's to the point with Justin Egan and GT Park battling it out for position number 2 as they go 2 by 2 at the start-finish line, powering down into turn number 1.
As we work down into turn 1, we have Wes Polly pulling it down to pit road. I'm not sure if he's getting more repairs done or what, but Wes Polly is on pit road. Meanwhile, coming down the backstretch, we have Justin Egan pushing Alex Cronky. We see GT Park in that Halloween car to the high side. Ray Rogers behind him, tucked in behind. Matt Coker looking to get his nose in the mix up to P4 as we cross start-finish line.
It's a 6-car battle for the lead as Brandon Lawless has brought his Bass Pro Shops Camaro, or not Camaro,
Toyota
but
Camry.
Toyota into the mix here. Excuse me, Toyota. And it's going to be a 6-car battle for the lead with Cronky leading going down into turn number 3.
Justin Egan, that car hugging the bottom along with Alex Cronky. Trying to hold off GT Park, trying to hold off Ray Rogers here in the early goings of stage number 2. Cronky to the lead. Egan 2. Park, your top 3.
If you take a look at Matt Coker's car there, the 13, he does not like that low line. He wants to get up to the top. His car is pushing up, and it's causing him to slow down big time with Chris Worrell going under him now for position number 5. Worrell's back into the top 5. He's going to try to get his way back to position number 1 here as we are working lap 50 here at Texas.
Yeah, over the radio, Matt Coker radioed into his crew chief, said he was super tight, had to roll out of the throttle there. And this aero package, you don't want to roll out of the throttle very long, as that car will go straight to the back.
Yeah, Matt was really strong on that high side there until late in the run in stage number 1. Early with these fresh tires, he's found out you can get a lot of momentum if you go high right here into the turns. You can carry that speed a lot better in the middle of the track than you can on the low line. And Matt will pass some cars on the outside if he can get some push from somebody. And looks like that push is going to come from Lawless as they go 3 wide down into turn number 1. Worrell, Park, and Coker.
Worrell getting
with position.
Worrell winning that battle with a damaged race car. Chris decided not to take his fast repair during that last stage break. Going to try to ride around here. So far, doing a really good job keeping that car, that number 6 Sour Patch Kids car, in the top 4.
Well, man, we got a battle for the lead right now. Egan has powered his way underneath Cronky as he goes down into turn number 1. It's now Egan, your leader. Cronky 2. Ray Rogers has worked his way back to P3. I thought Ray dropped back to about 6th or 7th earlier on that restart, but here he comes back. hard on Alex Cronkey's back bumper as they go down into turn number 3.
We're single file, 1, 2, and position 3. Our battle right now is for P4. We got Chris Worrell with Matt Coker diving to the inside of Chris Worrell. I think Worrell's damage slowing him down a little bit. I'm pretty sure Chris is good with that right now. He knows he's got a damaged nose, and he's going to try to ride around here, stay on the lead lap, and get that car fixed probably in stage 3.
Lawless has found that his car is a little tight on the bottom also. He almost pushed up on Chris Worrell there going down into turn 1 and 2, but he did a good job of letting off that throttle and keeping Worrell to his outside. Right now, that's the best battle on the track is Lawless and Worrell battle each other door to door as they head off into turn number 1. That's a battle for position number 4.
Every other driver in this field except Chris Worrell has one mission. They want to win this race. Chris Worrell already punched his ticket last week at Martinsville. Chris can run a different race, play a different ball game than everyone else tonight.
Yeah, Chris is no stranger to the front. We all know that. He's not going to lay back and just let everybody else do what they want to do. He wants to maximize those points. He wants to show everybody that he's the baddest man in Texas tonight as he runs position number 6. But not getting it done right now with the damaged race car.
Meanwhile, up front, we're looking at Alex Cronkey.
We got one in the wall in the back. It's GT Park. He's hit the wall. He's to the inside. He's out of control right now. GT Park, he brings it down to the apron. Will not bring out a caution. Is he going to come to pit road?
He is not.
He's going to keep it on the track and try to ride it out, but he did get some damage on that right side. He did a great job not spinning it out right there.
We're going to rewind this.
I'll try to help you get back up there.
We're going to go rear chase. Here we go. Moments ago. He just got into the wall.
Replay, we still got single file up front. Justin Egan's pulled out to about a 5-car length lead on Alex Cronkey. Running that low line, Egan is. He don't want anything to do with that middle line right now on these fresh tires. But Egan's known as a bottom feeder in iRacing. And right now, the pressure is on for position 2 as Ray Rogers closes in on Alex Cronkey heading down into turn number 1.
I got a lot of damage. That's not going to help.
Going back to that last incident with GT Park into the wall. Gavin Hibbs got the worst of that. He got some right front damage, and we do know he is out of fast repairs. Gavin's going to have to, he's going to be point racing tonight, I do believe, unless he can get that damage fixed.
Well, hopefully it's not too much damage. Hopefully it's just under a minute fix here, and they can get back out here and race. He's definitely going to need some points. He's in the hunt for Homestead, and he definitely don't want to go out early here. Battle for position number 2. Alex Cronkey moves up out of the way and says, you know what, Ray? You're faster than I am right now. Go ahead and take that position. And that's exactly what Ray did. He's now in position 2. Can he chase down Justin Egan for the lead? We'll see here as they battle in Texas on lap 59.
Absolutely. Still our top 3s. Justin Egan, Ray Rogers, Alex Cronkey. Been at the front of the field all night long. The same 3 drivers. So far, Matt Coker is running a steady race. Him and Brandon Lawless back here in P4 and 5. That seems to be our best battle on the track right now. Lawless in that Bass Pro Toyota looking to take away position 4 from Matt Coker here as we head down the backstretch.
Looks like those cars are pushing up a little tight coming up off 2, Will, man, as they're trying to get into the throttle early and maximize their speed. But when you do that, especially on these older tires, that car's definitely going to push up in turn 2. And if you do iRace, you know this old configuration at Texas, turn 2 can be the death of you. I've hit that wall so many times in official races, it's not even funny. I've actually won quite a few races here, but I've also lost quite a few getting that wall coming up off turn 2. So if you do any in-car, you can see, especially with Coker and Lawless, watch Coker and Lawless do their in-car and let them come up off turn 2, and you'll see how close it is and how that car wants to push up off that turn.
Riding along here with Brandon Lawless coming out of turn 4. We talked about it pre-race. When you're behind somebody in this aero package, you're going to get tight. Your car won't turn as much. It wants to go up the track, and it's just dirty air. NASCAR drivers and all race car drivers call it dirty air, and that's exactly what's happening. Let's go with Matt Coker, who has fallen in line behind Brandon Lawless. You can see he's in the wake, the draft, whatever you want to call it, the slipstream for you Formula One guys. You can see how tight Matt's car gets. It pushes up the track. If he can get,
With the fastest car on the track right now, you want to know who it is?
I'm all ears, big guy.
It's Ray Rogers. Ray Rogers is tracking down Justin Egan for that lead. Ray is running a beautiful line all the way around this track. He's maximizing his speed. He will be able to catch Justin Egan if he keeps doing what he's doing, but once he gets to Egan, will he be able to pass him? Will the air allow him to do that? We'll see. Ray has passed Cronky, driven off from Cronky from about, he's got 20 car lengths on Cronky right now. Now he's definitely closed in on Justin Egan. Will Egan change his line to try to take the air away from Rogers? Will Rogers change his line to try to get around Egan? We'll see, but the lead right now is up for grabs as Ray Rogers has closed in right now on Justin Egan on lap 64 of 167 here in Texas.
We've went gyro cam inside of Ray Rogers' car as he is trying to hunt down and pass race leader Justin Egan.
What a run he gets going down into turn 1 there on that draft.
Yes, he does.
The problem is when they get in these turns, the nose don't want to stick, and it's hard to pass. But if you notice right there, Ray's able to come off of turn 2 a little bit lower than Justin Egan.
Yes, he is.
He gains a lot of momentum going down into them turns, and that's going to allow him to pull up on that bumper even more. Wow, Ray's doing a really good job racing here today in Texas.
Yeah, he is. Out of the gyro cam here, you can see as we head down into 1. Watch this car come out of turn 2. It does not get up close to the wall like Egan's car. He's able to hold a lower exit out of turn 2 and carry more speed right here. Should be able to get up to him pretty close as we head down into 3. It's going to be a fun battle to watch over the next 5 laps as the lead is set to change. Caution's out.
Caution out.
Find out what happened for me, please.
Sorry, Callahan.
All right, Gavin Hibbs. He apologized, so I'm assuming he's involved.
Sorry, could be my fault.
Yep, we've got Hibbs.
Nah, man, I got very tight. Went down in the
Right, here we go.
Found
it.
See, Hibbs
Found
and
Callahan.
the
Here we go.
11. No, not the 11. The City Chevrolet Callahan. Both of them saying it's both their fault. One of them came up, one of them come down. Just a racing incident. Nobody.
I got it clear, and then it got smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a racing incident. Totally.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What?
Man, they just spun it and kept on going. Really didn't
Yes,
get
it
any
did.
damage. So
Here
that
we
was a
go.
good job on both of them part right there. Man, we had a great battle going for the lead right
Yeah, we
there.
did.
Like I say, that one played out.
That would have been crazy.
And we're only 13 laps away from the stage break here, so the racing is going to be furious here at the end of stage 2, as they're only going to have about 9 laps to go before into the stage. Everybody's going to want those stage points.
Yes, they are. Here we go. We're on pit road. Justin Egan leads us down pit road. Let's watch this pit crew in action. Of course, you don't actually get to see the pit crew from outside the car, but tell you what, no, even if we do go in car, I don't think you still get to see the pit crew. We're going to try it. No, it's the ghost pit crew.
Yeah, Brandon Andrews are saying that the spotters are always clearing you when they really aren't sometimes. So, yeah, that does happen. That is definitely, but it's also a split-second call, too.
It is. May I strongly suggest the Jimmy Johnson spotter pack. Ladies and gentlemen, fan favorite Ray Rogers has won the race off pit road.
Wow.
Yep. I'm going to get a quick look.
Pit stop.
I'm going to get a quick look at GT Park's car and see if he took the quick repair. No, okay, he has just got his damage fixed. He still has that quick repair. We're going to go look at the right side of this car. And you can see there's a big gap in that hood and that right front fender. That will slow him down, but right now I think GT's strategy is 1, stay on the lead lap. 2, more importantly, stay out of trouble.
Yeah, but his car don't look too bad.
It doesn't. He's coming back down to get more damage fixed. We're going to ride along with him.
I think he's going to be all right until he wants to take that quick repair.
Yeah, I agree. Outlaw, we're working lap 68 of 167. We're just 11, 12 laps to go before the end of stage 2.
Gotcha. Well, man, they're saying in my ear, we need to take a break for station identification.
1 second. We're going to watch GT Park here get a little bit of damage fixed. Yeah, there we go. He took the fast repair. I do believe he took the fast repair. I want to say GT Park took the fast repair. Let's see that again. Let's back that up. Here we go.
Close it.
Watch that hood get fixed. There's your fast repair. I'm calling it.
Don't look bad.
Anyway.
Okay, 10-4.
Ray Rogers back up front. It will be our race leader, and we are under caution. That said,
25 seconds of option.
that said, let's go to a break.
Quick repair.
This is Cal Motor Jr. And this is Ricky Bobby.
You should
You're
be
watching Flying
decent.
Aces
You still got a
YouTube
chance.
channel.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, Outlaw, we are back. We are back.
Yes, we are. Right in time for them to go 2 by 2 here at start-finish line. Here at Texas, guys, we're working lap number 70. The second stage is going to be completed by lap 80, so they're going to have 10 laps to go when they come back around. We're actually almost halfway over with this race so far. So been great racing up front, good clean racing, good hard racing. So
Very, very hard racing, yeah.
I got all my
Ray Rogers here. Let's see if he can hold off the rest of the field, and Alex Crockey's going to be starting 4th here. Remember, he took the lead. He took the lead about a lap and a half into that last run
Yeah,
on
I'm taking
from
mine
position
in
number
case
5.
something happens this stage.
P5.
Right now, 10 laps to go, fresh tires. They're all going to be fighting for these playoffs.
They are.
These bonus points right here, these stage points, Will, man. So you better sit back, buckle up. It's going to get good these next 10 laps.
As I alluded to moments ago, everybody in this field except Chris Worrell has an agenda. Chris's agenda is simply win, but every one of these other drivers have to focus on points, stage points, possibly a stage win, and they're looking to set their sights on Homestead, Miami in 2 weeks from tonight, big guy.
Pace car is off
Chris,
as we
get
get
up,
ready to go to the green flag with Ray Rogers leading us. Remember, Alex Cronkey was your stage 1 winner, so he made up 10 points of his 15 that he was behind on the playoff grid. If he can get up here and get another stage win, that's 20 bonus points already for him. We're just going to put him very close to making it to Homestead just on points alone. As they head down into turn number 1, it's Ray Rogers leading Brandon Lawless and James Cato. Positions 1, 2, 3. Justin Egan's going to be calling that outside. He's going to lose some positions here. Matt Coker's going to try to come up here and push his teammate, James Cato, into that 3rd place position. And Justin Egan is going to be fighting with Matt Coker coming out of turn 4.
Did you say James Cato? Yes, you did. James Cato runs P3 right now in that 11 car, that UT Vols strictly stock Chevy Camaro, as he is up in front of Justin Egan, looking to the high side, diving it low here, squeezing it in between Lawless and Coker as we head down the backstretch, nose to tail. Into the stages in sight.
Alex Cronkey not being able to make any headway. Matter of fact, he's lost a couple of positions here. About 2 laps into this little run before we get to the end of the stage break. He has actually started 4th. He's back to 6th right now. We're going to see this draft come into play here in the next couple of laps, see if these guys can pull up on each other. As I say that, Brandon Lawless goes to the outside of Ray Rogers. Is he going to be able to take the lead and steal these 10 bonus points? Ray says, heck no, you're not. Stay behind me. I'm going to the bottom. I'm going to win this stage as he heads down into turn number 3.
Speaking of winning the stage, that number 13 Eagleson Automotive, Matt Coker to the high side, has his eyesight set on winning this stage. He's up to P4. Justin Egan falling back just a little bit on that bottom side. As we come down into turn 1, Egan back on that throttle, able to use the draft, tucking underneath behind James Cato, underneath the Matt Coker. Car shuffled out here. Looks like it might be Brandon Lawless, who has lost his draft partner. Coker about 2 car lengths behind and 1 groove up from Lawless. Really with no drafting help here. It looks like Ray Rogers driving that 42 car, power moving it.
He's brought a stout piece to the racetrack today. We got one spinning back here. We got Wes Pauley off the pace as he got it down on the apron going down into turn 1. Don't look like it's going to bring out a caution here. Will, man, you've got 7 drivers looking to gain as many stage points as they possibly can because they know every point's going to matter going into Homestead.
Every point matters. Every point matters.
Those drivers are up front here right now at Texas looking for those points, Will, man, as we're racing door to door at the line as they head down into turn 1. Ray Rogers, Brandon Lawless going down into turn 1.
Ray Rogers led that lap. Will he lead the next one? That's a question. Brandon Lawless seems to have found something on the high side.
Me being in front of him.
Looks like Matt Coker will be able to tuck in behind him. Justin Egan thinking his key to success is down on the bottom, as it always is. Keeps that 18 car on the bottom. Looks like he will be 3rd this lap. Ray Rogers leading now with 1 to 2 car length advantage at the line.
He wasn't going to do it. Plus, he's like
It's going to be
8 laps
interesting to
down.
see Justin Egan and Matt Coker here. Matt likes to take that middle to high line. Justin is always on that bottom line. We're going to see which one's better. As Lawless takes it to the outside going down into turn 3, they almost touch. Trying to take the air off each other. Lawless goes way high in 3 and 4 here. It looks like he's not going to be able to contend with Ray Rogers on this lap. But guess what? Here comes that draft. He's going to pull right up on him and have a run going down into turn 1. He'll give it another try on the outside.
You just wonder what Brandon Lawless' strategy will be as this stage closes out. Will he stay up high? It looks like he's off the pace a little bit. I think he had to roll out.
Yeah, he drifted way high coming off turn 2 right there. Lawless is going to lose position 2, probably drop back to P4.
And that opens the door.
High line, Will, man, but there's a fine line, especially in 1 and 2, where you got to hit it just right in order to get that momentum. He just went a little too high, swung it up almost onto the wall. But he did a good job of keeping off the wall and not putting himself in a bad position.
That's right. That's right.
2 laps to go to the end of the stage. We got Ray Rogers leading. And you've got Justin Egan running P2. They all need these points desperately, especially Alex Tronky running P6. He needs to pick up a couple of spots here in the next lap and a half to get those bonus points that he desperately needs to get in.
I ain't going to block, man.
Yeah, Brandon Lawless, his decision to go way high a couple laps ago did not pay off for him at that time. But he has found the right groove here. He's got that car back up to P3. Matt Coker runs P4 right in behind him. I don't think anybody has anything right now for Ray Rogers at the end of stage 2. But we do have intense racing P2 through about 7 as these cars are shuffling lap to lap. As right now we see Coker driving to the bottom of the track. Brandon Lawless committed to that high side. Don't know.
As soon as they cross this line right here, the yellow's coming out, the end of the stage.
Copy that.
There it is, end of the stage.
Caution's out.
For the last stage point. Great racing right there. Ray Rogers scored some big-time stage points. And, well, man, I did get an update from one Mr. Matt Lovett, who said he was having some computer issues, said some reason that his drivers were corrupted. He had to redo everything, and his wheel would not connect at all to race.
Oh, man.
He had every intention of running the race, but unfortunately his system would not let him do it tonight. So I think he's pretty good on those position 5 points right now anyway, because the person behind him was Juan Benitez, and Juan didn't get a race either.
And Juan did not race tonight either, yeah.
Yeah.
You just returned the favor.
All right, so Ray Rogers, man, what a strong run he had right there, finishing out stage number 2 as a winner chicken dinner. Justin Egan also up there with a strong run again, Will, man. How long is it going to take before Chris Worrell's up here battling?
I don't know. It all depends on right here if he saves that fast repair. Is he content running position 7 or 8 right now, hoping for a caution during this last stage to get it fixed once and for all and get that thing to the front? We're going to find out.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, we're only running 167 laps here at Texas tonight. And we're already on lap 82, so we're definitely over halfway. And we're let's see, no, that's almost halfway. We're not halfway yet.
No, we're not quite there. We're a couple laps away from the halfway point.
Oh, I know.
We bring it in on pit road here. Ray Rogers will be your leader on the pit road. Let's see where and if he's able to hold on to this. We're going to watch this race off pit road. I'm going to zoom it in just a little bit. Just a little. Oop, that's the wrong way. There we go. We'll leave it here and watch this race off pit road. Now, while we think
Ray hits his stop there pretty good, so if everything happens right, he does pretty good. He should still keep the lead.
What's your thoughts on the racing so far?
Good, really good. The racing early in these runs are really, really good, and it gets a little bit strung out, but it's not strung out enough to where these cars can't battle for the lead. Just like before that last caution come out, you had Ray come all the way back from position 4 and climbed all the way up and was almost ready to pass for that lead even when they got strung out. So the racing's there even if they're not racing door to door. This is more realistic racing that you're going to see at Texas on Sunday. This is realistic right here. Very realistic.
I think I have breaking news. I do believe Chris Worrell has taken his fast repair. As we can see, that right front fender, there's not a scratch on it. So the Sour Patch number 6 car, watch for that guy to get to the front.
Connor Denny, Hamlin, Georgia, fantastic, says, I'm really scared. I think I have a brain tumor. Oh, gosh, I hope not.
Buddy, I hope not.
Mercy.
I hope not.
Yes, we hope not. Goodness gracious.
This is Cal Norton Jr.
Oh, shoot.
Smithy
Shoot.
says, come on, Coker, or
Sorry.
Rogers win it, and I'll be happy.
Breaking news. Houston's up 2.
I did not copy that. I hit the wrong button there, Outlaw. I hit some Ricky Bobby, and I didn't mean to.
Yeah, that's true. Who won the first stage?
Stage 1, Alex Cronky.
Will, man, or Outlaw to Alex Cronky. You got a copy?
That's a solid copy.
Alex, you won that stage 1 there. Great job getting those 10 bonus points. You come in 15 points behind. How aggressive do you need to be here to finish this thing out and try to point your way into Homestead?
I'm going to be really aggressive. I'm going to go for the win here. I think I've gotten screwed out of the last 4 weeks, so getting revenge back tonight.
Amen to that.
Thank you for that response. And good luck, driver. Also, Ray Rogers, winner, stage number 2. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Dominant.
Ray, great run for you so far, man. You come back from around 5th or 6th there and was fighting for that lead before that last caution did come out. And then you finally grabbed the lead and took that stage win. Great run for you. You going to be able to hold on to it with everybody being so aggressive behind you?
It's going to be hard. Car don't get better until about 6 laps in, so if I can hold them off till then, I think I got it.
10-4, we are noticing that your car is driving about anywhere you want to put it. Very smooth line, so good luck, and good luck, everybody. Yeah, he's definitely got a car that's, you know, when you get in these races, you can see cars that are just visually faster than everybody else usually.
Yeah, you can.
He is that car tonight where he's just been visually faster than everybody else on the long run. Now, Chris Worrell's had damage. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure he's going to be there. He's going to be a player here, especially if he took his repair.
He did.
But, you know, Chris is, we know Chris is fast, but, man, Ray's putting it on him right now.
It's going to be tough to beat this 42.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough to do that, that's for sure.
It's going to be tough to beat that 42. Also, that 18, likewise, has been stout. Finding his way to the front has not been his problem. Staying up front has been the problem for that 18 Justin Egan car. So, let's sit back, relax. Stage 3 starts right now.
Well, man, we're here at Texas. We're ready for that last stage. Is there going to be about a 80 run to the end here, about 82, 83 laps. Pace car is off. Ray Rogers brings them to the start-finish line where he punches the gas. Justin Egan's going to fall into second. He said if he could hang on for the first 6 or so laps, he should be able to hang on to that lead. But the racing's going to be real intense here in the first 6 laps.
Outstanding restart by Alex Cronky in the 57 car. He's pushing his way up front. He's almost up to third. He was there for a moment. Justin Egan diving that thing down to the bottom as he's looking to take the lead over Ray Rogers.
Yeah, Ray's going to have a little bit of an advantage right here coming up off turn 4 with the momentum. But Egan sticks it.
Yes.
He's hammering down with those fresh tires. It's door-to-door. Positions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yes, it is. Here comes Chris Worrell in that 6 car, running in position 7 right now. But that 6 car is the one to keep an eye on. He is our point leader, and you know he's going to try to get to the front. Speaking of the front, Matt Coker looking to make it 3 wide to the outside. He thinks better of it. Dives it back down in front of Brandon Lawless. They are nose to tail up front on that high side.
Yeah, great run right here so far early in this stage 3. You've got still door-to-door. Positions 1, 2. Positions 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all trying to run door-to-door here. James Cato looks like he's going to try to bring that Vols machine up to the front as Coker pushes Ray Rogers down into turn 3. Coker drifts up just a little bit, and Rogers is going to have the momentum coming up off 4. Will he lead this lap?
We're door-to-door on these new tires. Looks like that high side is the preferred line coming out of 4. And over the long haul, though, we've seen Justin Egan run that bottom and remain fast. Alex Cronky in the 57 car getting his piece of the action here. Looking, as he said during the interview, he's in it to win it. And aggression, he's using a lot of aggression here to get that 57 to the front.
Yeah, no better way to get to Homestead than just win tonight instead of trying to point your way in, which is much harder to do, especially if you're 15 behind coming into the race. he would absolutely love to go ahead and win here tonight, so he doesn't have to worry about anything until 2 weeks at Homestead.
That's right.
You know what? Everybody else has got the same ideas he's got.
Yes, they do.
We're racing hard here with Justin Egan and Ray Rogers on that outside, with Cronky pushing Egan going down into turn number 3. Now, we're about 6 laps into this run here. This is where Ray Rogers says his car really gets good. So we're going to see if Ray can pull out ahead of Justin Egan here using that outside. That bottom line may start bogging down a little bit, and Ray may get a little momentum coming up off these turns. Riding
along here with James Cato in that number 11 car. He sits P4 right now. He got Matt Coker to his outside, utilizing that high side of these fresh tires. Matt Coker takes over P4. Cato back to the bottom, falling in behind Alex Cronky. Great race up front, these top 5 cars, about nose to tail, door to door, all the way around this 1.5 mile super speedway.
Yeah, when you look at the start-finish line, it's hard to tell who leads each lap, because Egan and Ray Rogers is definitely almost even coming to that line every lap. And as we speak, Justin Egan, that bottom line, is going to pay dividends right now. So he's going to squeak out right in front of Ray Rogers. We're going to see if Ray's going to try to use that top line. Like he really kind of stayed on the bottom most of the night, man. Made that car really run good down there on that low line, but he don't want to get behind Justin. He wants to stay door to door with him and kind of cut that air off of him by side drafting him. See if he can slow him down a little bit, maybe pull ahead of him coming out of one of these turns.
James Cato has decided to go to the middle to the high side. That's opened the door for that 6 car to the inside. Don't look now. Chris Worrell on his way to the front as he and James Cato are literally door to door down the backstretch.
Yeah, it wasn't going to take long for old Chris Worrell to get up here, especially when he got a quick repair on that last stop there. So we called it. I think it's pretty much a no-brainer. Chris is going to be in the mix here when it comes to crunch time. But right now, Ray Rogers running P2, Justin Egan P1, Alex Cronky P3. Is Ray Rogers going to be able to get that car handling like he did on the last run and go ahead and go around Justin Egan?
Yeah,
we want to see as they continue on lap 94 of 167.
Absolutely. Still got my eye on that 13 car, Matt Coker, who has not been at the front of this pack all night, but has been in the top 5 all night, and doing just enough to stay where he needs to be, which is in striking distance as the laps start counting down. Right as I say that, Coker has to fight it off the wall, doesn't get into it, but had to bring that car back down the track to avoid hitting that wall.
Had to lift a little bit.
True.
We've got Ray trying to track down Justin Egan up front. It's probably going to take a few more laps for those tires to really wear out before you're going to see the strength of Ray Rogers' car like he did earlier in the run. But right now they're running single file 1, 2, 3, 4 with Chris Worrell running 4th. Doesn't look like he's gaining anything on Cronky.
Are you on board with that?
Now Worrell has made his way up to P4, but you know the further you go up front, the harder it is to pass. And right now they're just running single file as they come up off 4.
Exactly. Running single file right here. The max grip of these tires has worn off. Now we're going to start seeing these drivers have to wheel it. This is a long stage to the end. Roughly half the race. Caution is out.
Got a wreck. Hang on right there, bud.
Man, my bad, Webb.
Got Brandon Lawless involved, I hear. Let's go back, see what happened. Here we go. Going rear chase mode.
The caution for that.
Here we go.
Eliminate the cars.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on
What happened?
Did you make it through that okay?
I believe Chris Webb clipped the apron.
Yeah, I made it.
Clipped them.
Sorry if
I
came
think they're
down
good
right
though.
there. I don't
I don't
know.
think they have any damage or anything.
I think it was a mixture of both of us. I got the apron just a smidgen.
Yeah, clip the apron, come up. No damage, no harm, no foul. Fresh tires, we're going to re-rack.
Yeah, once he got
That's right. Everybody drove off.
A little bit. I don't know if
Pace
that's
car is out,
you or
heading
not,
down into turn 3. They're going to come to pit lane on lap number 98.
I bet my rear end got
Well,
it.
man, as we the laps are clicking down here, 98 of
Add back
167,
in
so we
bit.
got about 69 laps to go here at Texas Motorsport.
Chris, you got a quick repair?
All right, we got Justin Egan here needing his pit crew
No, I don't.
to step
I'm trying
up.
to get it fixed, but I don't think it's going to be too bad.
Here we go. We're diving her down pit road. We got Egan, Rogers, Cronky, all these guys at the front. Let's watch them off of pit road. We got Zishan Dura typing the Chris Worrell fan club, James Cato fan club in the chat this evening.
A lot of fan clubs out
A
there.
lot of fan clubs, yes. A lot of fan
clubs out in the world.
Ooh, Chris Webb over onto the wall on pit road, overslid his pit.
Well, get back over here to the chat, see if there's anything I need to respond to. Neff Racing, awesome job broadcasting, guys. Outlaw needs to be up the sound a bit.
Ooh, your sound down a little bit?
This has not been the night for Chris's and pit stops.
Jesse Fox, you think JW's mic has gotten louder and louder the past week, and Outlaw softer and softer?
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, I came in a little too hot myself.
I did not know that.
I have not.
I just got a brand new wheel today.
I have not noticed that
I'm
either.
to practice with it today and race with it tomorrow, but the brakes are definitely new to me, that's for sure.
Yeah, Jesse Fox says, hey, does anyone else notice JW mic is really loud and Eric's really
What
low,
set
or
you
is
get?
it just me?
I
Well,
got the Logitech G920.
I don't know. I don't know what to do about that.
I have not changed anything.
Maybe I can talk a little bit louder.
You should have saved your money, man.
I see. No, I think we're...
Michael Smithy says sounding fine.
I think it's pretty good, Will.
Okay, there we go.
Which one did you say you get, Chris?
I don't know.
The
I don't know.
Logitech 920.
I do not know either, Outlaw. I do not know.
That's what I got.
Hey, how about one more? How about one more Ricky Bobby plug?
We've used them before.
Yeah, what do you think?
Fire it up.
All right, here we go.
Thrustmaster
This is Dale
T150.
Lord Jr. and this is Ricky Bobby. And you're watching Flying Aces
What about-
YouTube channel.
I'll trade you my G25.
I like it, but I gotta take the rubber piece out of the brake. It's ridiculously stupid.
Yeah, that's what I had to do with mine.
Dang, I like the rubber piece in the brake.
Jesse Fox says,
Yep.
The rubber piece that
first
stops
of all,
the brakes,
welcome
you can
back.
use
Jesse
about 2
Fox
inches
says,
of
tell
it.
Whirl if he wins the championship, he's going to buy him a hot dog.
That's
but
right.
you still push past it and give it a full 100% brake.
Shake and bake, Roger Sparks says.
That's
It
right.
lets me know when I'm braking too much or
I
too
like
little.
good shake and bake.
Chris Worrell, do you have a copy?
Yeah, sir.
YouTuber Jesse Fox, YouTuber and iRacer Jesse Fox says, if you win this race, he will buy you your first Martinsville hot dog.
In May. No, if he
10-4.
wins the championship.
Won't be my first, but I'll take a hot dog.
Copy that. Yeah, he said championship, right?
Yeah, championship.
Let's see now. The score.
I hear that Chris likes hot dogs.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
You could have used the word wieners, and it'd have been a lot funnier.
Yeah, but you never know. Kids might be watching the stream.
Oh,
True
boy,
that,
this
true
race
that.
chat is something else.
Hey, man, a wiener's a wiener.
Oscar Mayer.
All right, we got 2-0 Houston Astros right now. Game 7 of the World Series up over Washington.
Yeah, and Mastro's going to win that thing tonight, boys. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Here's a cool question. How good are those Martinsville hot dogs?
Phenomenal.
They're good.
They are really good. If you like chili. If you like
And
chili.
coleslaw.
And coleslaw.
Play around on this restart,
Yeah.
Coker.
All right, here we go.
Red dye wieners.
Yeah, buddy.
Don't turn me, we won't have any problems.
All right, here we go.
Sonoma water bottles are $7.50 without tax. And taxes 10% at the raceway instead of normal 8.
All right, here we go. We
Pace car.
have pace cars off.
Leading.
Don't know what
Ray
they got
Rogers,
turning.
P2. You want to call it, Will, man? Go.
18 car brings us to the green flag here. He gets the run on it. Matt Coker looks to get a really good restart here as he dives it inside of Ray Rogers. Chris Worrell looking to fill that gap right in behind Coker. We're watching Cronky be aggressive here, diving that from the high line down to the bottom inside of Ray Rogers. We're about, as predicted, we're about 6 or 7 cars deep here up front of aggressive drivers. Matt Coker looking at the high side. He's trying to make that high side work. Looks like he's avoided the bottom line about all night.
Dang, how bad do you want that hot dog?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he has any plans on getting to the bottom or not.
Yeah, that restart was not good for Ray Rogers. Well,
Yeah.
He started on the outside. He got a bad restart. Everybody went to the inside of him. He's fell back to about 5th or 6th right now, trying to get that car back to the front. But as we look right now, Chris Worrell is going to dive it underneath Justin Egan, trying to take that lead with Alice Crockey wanting to be a player here going into the third stage here on lap 103 of 167. Cronky's going to push Worrell going down into turn 1. He's going to push him past Justin Egan.
We're going to look.
He's going to lift on the throttle just a little bit and try to go underneath Worrell for the lead off 2.
Need we remind you, last week at Martinsville, 18 car, Justin Egan, going for the victory. Dove it in hard, got tangled up with Chris Worrell. I think feelings are good between the two drivers, but in the back of their minds, those two cars have not gotten along recently.
Yeah, it wasn't the only time they touched Martinsville.
No, sir.
They touched several times
No,
at
sir.
Martinsville last week, and now they're running nose to tail here in Texas for a huge spot on the line at Homestead for Justin Egan. Now, look at Ray Rogers, Will, man, on the inside.
Right back at it.
We're already back in P3. I thought he was out of contention for a few laps, but no. Ray says, boys, look out. I'm going to show you how it's done. He's running on the inside underneath Justin Egan. Going to try to fight here for this lead with Alex Cronky and Chris Worrell.
Alex Cronky looking to take this lead into turn 1. I believe he's going to get it. Will he have enough room to get up and clear and slam that door shut on the 6 car? He does have the room. He decides differently. He does go up the track.
He wanted to block Worrell,
he wanted
but
to.
He thought twice about it.
Yeah.
Pushed Worrell up just a little bit, stopped his momentum, did what he's supposed to do. Alex Cronky's definitely going to be leading this lap here as they come to the start and finish line, but not by much. You've got Ray Rogers pushing him on the inside.
Yeah, I got Nathan there.
Justin Egan, who's been up front all night long, wants to get back up there and take that lead as they head off into turn number 2 here at Texas.
New player in the game is Chris Worrell, and that 6 car has not been up front much tonight because of an early race incident. Now that his car's fixed, he's looking to get up front where he's accustomed to running. Matt Coker trying to latch onto that bumper of the 6 car and follow him to the front.
Still scared of driving underneath
After
you now,
that
Brandon.
caution, it looks like Ray Rogers has turned a switch on his
I believe you are correct.
That thing is flying. He has
Yes,
made
it
his
is.
way all the way up through the field, running second here. That car looks amazing running
Yeah.
the bottom right there. He's able to gain on these guys going into the turn and through the turn. I don't know what he's doing different than everybody else, but he's visually faster than everybody right now here in Texas. We'll see if he can take the lead. If he takes
is
it,
that.
I'm telling you right now, you better look out.
He may check out. Rogers
Especially on a long run.
Rogers fell back on that restart, and since then, since the regrouping, he has collected his thoughts, collected that race car, and brought that thing to the front.
Yeah, as we look right now, Worrell's going to try to go to the outside of Ray Rogers to try to take that position away. I'm not for sure that the outside's the way to go to try to pass that 3 cars. He drifts up just a little bit tight, had to get off the throttle. Worrell's able to go around him on the outside. He recovers. He's still got P3, but Worrell with huge momentum is going for that lead on the outside as they head down into turn number 1.
Matt Coker looking here. And his, and right on cue, as I was getting ready to say, Matt Coker loves that middle to high line. He dives it down to the bottom, gets a good run down the backstretch, almost pulls up door to door here with Ray Rogers for P3.
Yeah, it's a battle for the lead as Worrell has almost a whole car length ahead of Alex Cronky coming up out of 4. He's going to lead lap number 110 as they work 111. He's going to clear him for the lead. Boys, when Worrell gets in the front, it could be good night. He may check out on them here at Texas Motor Speedway.
He very well could, but still got a lot of racing to go here. Matt Coker, again, staying off that wall, as we've seen him do it 2 or 3 times tonight, having to almost get into the wall and having to overcorrect and get that car back straight heading down the backstretch.
Yeah, working lap 111 to 1 of 167. I guarantee you if there's late race cautions in this one, they will not let Worrell get out in front of them. There will be some bumpers being applied to other cars, that is for sure, because everybody's going to be scrambling for those points. Everybody wants that checkered flag. Everybody wants to punch their ticket to Homestead. And right now, the only one safe is Chris Worrell. So I don't think they're going to feel sorry for him if they need to lay the bumper to him, because they're not going to take anything away from him other than a win here. But he's already qualified for Homestead.
Right. I want to give a little shout out here to position 6 and 7. Gavin Hibbs, who's had several issues tonight, is running P6. Zishan Dura, who had problems of his own early as he spun out, is now taking over position number 6. Hibbs 7. Brandon Lawless running P8.
Yeah, we got a classic battle here for P number 2. Alex Cronky got the middle line. Ray Rogers is on the lower line. Meanwhile, Chris Worrell says, go ahead and fight for it, boys. I'll check out on you. He's out to about a 9-car length lead as they head off into turn 1. Meanwhile, Ray Rogers is going to get past Alex Cronkey. Probably the best thing that they can do at this point is not race each other, but fall in line here and try to keep on the back bumper of Chris Worrell. If they want to keep racing, they're not going to catch Worrell.
That's true. Door to door is much slower than clean air out front, that's for sure. But as you mentioned, these two drivers seem to have realized that, gotten in line, and now, as you can see, they're chasing down the 6 car. Ray Rogers closing quickly on the 6 car.
One car that looks like it has went backwards after that pit stop, Will, man, is the Justin Egan 18 machine. Looks like he might have made a bad adjustment or something. He's been running up no worse than position 2 all night. He's dropped back to P4. He's about 8 or 9 car lengths behind the 3rd place position. Still a great run, but not used to seeing Justin Egan that far back from the leaders.
Yeah, during that last pit stop, they went up one round of wedge, putting some, trying to make that car a little tighter. They may have over-adjusted on that. I'm not sure.
Well, they're going to have to take that adjustment away and get that car running like it was on the caution before that. Now, here we talked about it earlier, Will, man. We said Ray Rogers' car on these long runs looked like the best car out there, but we knew Chris Worrell hadn't been tested yet or hadn't showed his stuff yet on a long run. Now we're going to see the long run speed of both of these cars. The field is now spread out. We're going to see if what we're seeing earlier in the race is true or if Chris Worrell is just as fast as Ray Rogers. As I say that, I can see Ray Rogers seems like he's closing in a little bit on Chris Worrell as they head off into turn 2 going down the back street.
Yeah, coming off of 2, and we saw this on the gyro cam earlier with Ray Rogers coming off the corners much lower than the other competitors. He's still doing that, and now it looks like he's doing that off of 4 as well. About a car width lower than Chris Worrell right now. Some laps he gains, some laps he loses. Both these drivers look to be driving pretty consistent lines as they're about 3 car lengths between each other and have been now for about 3 or 4 laps.
Yeah, little by little, you're starting to see Ray creep in. It might take him 10 laps, but little by little, if he continues to run this line, he's definitely going to catch Chris, especially with the draft in play. Ray has got that car hooked to the bottom. That car looks really good. They made some really good adjustments earlier in this race. I don't know what he done to the car. I wasn't listening to the radio chatter, but whatever it was, he's made that car faster. If you look at the length between the two, heading down into turn 1 each lap, it's slowly getting closer and closer.
Very true, but you see Chris Worrell gaining in 3 and 4. Looks like Ray is gaining in 1 and 2, and Chris Worrell extends that lead a little bit in 3 and 4. And I believe it's the middle line that Worrell's running.
But look here, Ray Rogers going down into turn 1. He's going to be even closer than he was the last lap going down into turn 1.
Agreed.
You can tell he's physically gaining big time on Chris Worrell. Now Chris moves up to block his line, take the air off of him. We'll see if that works. I don't know if it's going to or not, but Ray Rogers is definitely closing in. He's definitely the faster car here, Will, man. It was not a mirage earlier.
Not a mirage. Not a mirage.
Ray Rogers is the fastest car on the racetrack.
1 car length separates these two. We're watching the race here for position 1. Chris Worrell runs 1. Ray Rogers runs 2. We are nose to bumper here as we head down into turn 1. Now, Ray matched Chris's line that lap. We'll see how this plays out as they come down the backstretch. Not much has changed, and we're still looking at about the same distance between the 2 cars.
What's going to happen here is Chris Worrell's going to realize that Ray Rogers is a little bit faster than he is by running a different line. Chris is probably going to try to adjust his line to put his car right in front of Ray Rogers to take that air off Ray Rogers' nose. And if he can do that, that's going to take Ray's momentum, and it's going to kind of put him back there to where he's going to have to change his line to get around Worrell.
Moments ago, Ray Rogers got up to the bumper, gave Chris a little love tap, wanted to make sure he knows that 42 car is still there, and Ray Rogers being the aggressor here during this run.
Yeah, great battle here for the lead, guys. Everybody else is still single file all the way around the track, all the way back to position number 9, 6.1 seconds back is Steve Callahan. You got GT Park, James Cato, and Chris Webb 1 lap down. All 3 of those, GT Park and James Cato, definitely need to get a lap back and get some points because they're on the cut line here trying to head into Homestead, trying to point their way in. But right now, let's take a look up front here. Let's go in car with Ray Rogers trying to pass Chris Worrell. Let's see if he can get it done in car.
Ray Rogers in car. Here we go. Sour Patch Kids engaged. Outlaw, you don't, as we watch this battle, you don't want to let it get down to one race next week deciding if you can get into the final race or not. You want to have enough points.
But you're killing me in 3 and 4.
Or
anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything can happen, and you don't want to have to try to point your way in the last race. If you can win this race, man, you got to do everything you can to win it.
Yeah, I see that.
And I'm telling you, Ray will be aggressive towards the end of this race if he needs to be. We're working lap 125 of 167, Will, man. We're coming down to the nitty-gritty as we got a battle for position number 3 here in the back. Justin Egan trying to get underneath Alex Cronky for those ever valuable points here, working for position number 3. Egan takes it in low into turn 3. Looks like he's going to try to keep it low there and get around Alex Cronky. Cronky to the outside. Egan looks like he's going to be able to clear him here, probably going down into turn 1.
Probably so. Cronky, not sure. It looks like he got a little high there in turn 4. I'm not sure if that's the line he wanted to run or not, but his car did go up the track just a little bit. Brought it out of turn 4 a little wider than you want to, and it does indeed look like Egan's going to capture position number 3.
Yeah, no use to race each other for position 3 right now really hard. If I was him, I would just stay nose to tail, try to, get back up there to Ray and Chris and then run it, or even maybe wait for a caution to come out late and try to race it hard then. But right now, they're just too far back to be racing each other and wrecking each other or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure they're going to run nose to tail here. Try to catch up with Ray, who is making it interesting again here, Will, man, trying to catch Chris Worrell coming up out of turn number 2.
Still about the same distance we've seen for the past 10 laps. Ray closes in. Chris pulls away a little bit. Ray closes in. Chris pulls away a little bit. So that's for the race for position 1. We got Chris Worrell. We got Ray Rogers. Rogers now
Ray
looking to the high side.
Right there,
yes, he did.
Off turn 4. He's nose right on his bumper going down into turn 1. The problem is the air gets cut off. Chris has the fresh or the clean air. His car is able to turn just a little bit better than Ray. Ray has to get off the throttle just a little bit, which allows Chris to keep on trucking in turn 1. But that draft pulls him so close into 3 and 4, and he runs such a good line that he's able to get that momentum coming up off 3 and 4. But we see it time again that they just separate each other off turn 2. He can't keep that car with Chris coming up off turn 2. If he could keep the car with Chris coming up off turn 2, he's definitely going to make a pass. And as we see it here, Will, man, he's underneath him door to door. Is he going to be able to make it stick here?
He is. He has forced Chris Worrell to change his line, and Chris is better in 1 and 2 on the bottom side as opposed to Ray, and Ray usually gets him in 3 and 4. Looking here to watch that 42 car. If history repeats itself, there you go.
Man, look at there.
There you go.
We got a pit stop coming in for Chris Worrell here. He's going to try to make fresh tires and try to get the jump on him here. I forgot about the fuel problem, or the fuel calculation.
Load.
Man, everybody's going to have to do a pit stop. And is Chris Worrell going to be able to, he said, just as soon as I lose the lead, I'm going to pit. That's exactly what he's thinking. Is he going to be able to go down there and make a good pit stop and get those 4 fresh tires? They don't want to wait too long on stopping
they can't.
fresh tires, because if they do, Chris is going to drive by him. He's going to have about a 6 or 7 second lead on him here if they wait too long.
Yeah, you cannot wait. You cannot wait to be on old tires. You cannot wait to be on old tires.
Yeah, Chris is just now coming off of turn 2 down there. It makes me wonder, did he get a speeding penalty maybe? 15-second speeding penalty, I'm not for sure, but man, Ray is all the way over into turn number 4 getting ready to pit. And looks to me like Chris Worrell is coming around. Worrell's going to have the lead here coming off pit road. I'm going to tell you why I know that. Ray Rogers took way too much time getting on pit road compared to
Chris Worrell.
Worrell really dove it in there really hard on pit road. If he didn't get a speeding penalty, it's going to be a miracle.
Right now, Chris Worrell's in turn number 2. We're going to have to see how these pit crews perform. Goodness gracious, I'm telling you.
Rogers is in his pit stall right here. Also on the pit road is Justin Egan. They're still on pit road now. Rogers is off pit road. He is past the yellow. And is he going to be able to keep that lead here? We're going to see.
No, he's not. Chris Worrell does pass him
Yeah.
as the
Worrell is
42.
gonna have a mega lead on him simply because he
Take it to
got
the
in on
inside,
pit
Cato,
road
and get up there.
really hard, really good, Will, man. It's not even going to be close. He's
Yep.
going to be so far behind. So if this thing goes green, Chris Worrell's going to check out on
Thank
all
you, buddy.
It's a good possibility. Alex Kroenke passes him.
Well, if you want, go ahead and
Yeah,
send it out.
to me it looked to me like Ray was super slow getting on the pits. He was slowed down in between 3 and 4. I mean, he was creeping to
Yeah.
pit road. It looked to me like.
Compared to Chris Worrell, who typically nails the pit stops.
Yeah, Chris will go in there really hard. He knows when to brake and when to get on pit road, maximize his
Spinning
speed
in,
getting on pit
13,
road.
spinning in.
Ray right there, I'm telling you, he just visually was way slower than anything Chris Worrell, way slower than Chris Worrell's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Matt Coker off on pit road here.
You pit already, Cato?
Okay, let's get a quick view of the running order. We do have Matt Coker, our race leader. He is on pit road. James Cato still running. He will inherit the lead. Chris Worrell is on track and already have pitted. So we have Coker and Cato. Coker's on pit road now. Cato is your leader.
Cato's on pit road. Coker's your leader.
No,
Okay, my hadn't updated yet. Sorry about that.
Cato
Going
is
low, going low.
leading. Worrell is looking to take the lead here.
Please let me lead one lap. Come on.
Okay, there we go. So there's your race for the lead.
Sorry, brother.
Again, Cato has not pitted.
Missions were hot dog.
GT Park, I do not think has pitted. I may be wrong there. I'm not sure. But he runs in position number 4. Kroenke passes him. Passes him pretty easily. I don't think GT Park has pitted. These guys, James Cato, GT Park, likely banking on a caution.
Well, they were a lap down before that, so
Right.
that's why they're staying out.
Again,
But they're still
Well, Jesse stood for the championship, not the race.
banking
Yeah,
on a
you're-
caution.
after your pit stops right now. What I'm showing is Chris Worrell P1,
Well, I guess I'll
James
just slow
Cato
down now.
P2, Alex Kroenke P3, GT
Right.
Park,
Yeah, let
Ray
me
Rogers
win
rounds
this
out
one.
your top 5.
Now, Cato hasn't pitted yet.
Oh, he didn't?
He has not pitted yet.
Well, he's still running second, though.
He's running second.
He's trying to catch a caution here.
Okay. So,
GT Park's trying to catch a caution, too. Neither one of those guys have pitted. Kroenke Rogers is running third and fourth. They're the only two that's pitted between Cato and Park there.
right, I'm showing everybody that's still running on the lead lap, and that's positions 1 through 12. Callahan, Coker, 11, Hibbs, 10, Lawless, 9, Webb, 8, Dura, 7, Egan, 6th, Park, 5th, Kroenke, 4th, Rogers, 3rd, Cato, 2nd, Worrell, 1st.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to be a caution if they're going to catch Chris. If this thing goes green, he's got this. He's actually 3.4 seconds ahead of Ray Rogers here for that second position, which Rogers is running 3rd, but Cato hasn't pitted yet. So
Right.
definitely going to have a caution to get caught back up here. He's too far ahead for them to catch his draft, and doesn't look like unless Kroenke and Ray can draft their way up to him, which is very possible. If they stay nose to tail, they can definitely draft their way up to him. They're only 3.3 seconds behind, and actually he's cut about a half a second off that last lap, Will, man. They're down to 2.9 seconds away, Ray Rogers is.
Right, they have, by running nose to tail, they have cut into lead. I don't know if there's enough laps left to make up 3 seconds. I don't know that.
Oh, goodness, yes. They'll be able to do that easy in the draft.
I don't know.
Worrell is by himself.
Hold the outside,
And if
Coker. Hold the
there's
outside here.
26 laps to go, they can definitely catch him nose to tail.
Thanks, sir.
You might be right, but I don't know.
If you put it on the blimp,
Yeah.
zoom out a little bit, you can physically see that they are catching him because he has got no help, and they're in a pack back here behind him. They will run him down.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Right here is Worrell at the start-finish line. There's Rogers now at the start-finish line.
Rogers only
Gavin, I'll hold it
2.6
higher
seconds
for
back,
everybody.
2.5 now. He was 3.5, 3.8 earlier.
But he has a couple laps fresher tires, which shouldn't matter a whole lot. But now he has no drafting help. So I don't look for that 2.5 to stabilize. My prediction.
Yeah, okay. He don't have to drive. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I thought he had some help back there. I thought him and Kroenke were nose to tail.
No,
Definitely not going to be able to catch him like that.
He has pulled away from Kroenke.
Definitely.
Okay. We're going to go back to a TV camera, too.
He's down to 2.2 seconds, Will, man.
Okay.
He's gaining 2 or 3 tenths a second
Okay.
on a lap. I don't know how he's doing that, but he's definitely doing it. He's
All right.
got him. He can see him coming up out of the turn. Whirl's only halfway down the backstretch, going down into turn 3. You can see right there. Actually, I'd go in his in-car and watch him gain on him, see what he's doing to gain on him.
All right, well, let's find out. In-car engaged.
Let's see if he can do it.
I wonder, it instantly pops in my mind, we know Chris is a smart race car driver. I wonder if he's saving some stuff. I mean, there's no way to know except for asking him, and we're not going to do that in race.
Just hit a 3-run home run.
Howie Kendrick, yes.
3-2 Washington.
Holy cow.
All right, so we can see Chris Whirl getting larger and larger out the windshield here of Ray Rogers.
Yeah, Ray is super quick on these individual runs, man. He's under 2 seconds now.
He is. Again, I'm going to throw it back.
Super adjustment on that car.
Yeah, he took out that round of wedge, but I instantly wonder, is Chris Whirl purposely saving some tires? He had the big lead. Is he saving his stuff? We're going to find out. We're going to find out.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I'd say he's hammering down.
I don't know. Both these cars are single car run. There's no drafting help here, as we'll pull it out here in TV2. There's no drafting help with Ray Rogers, as the next closest driver is Justin Egan.
Put it on Whirl's in car and see if you can hear him lifting or anything.
All right, 10-4. Here we go. In
they're
car.
all spread out all over the place here, guys. We've got 1.7 seconds Ray Rogers behind Chris Whirl, 3.2 seconds Justin Egan, 4.1 Alice Cronky, 6.3 James Cato. Then you got Lawless and Dura running side by side. They're 9.7 seconds behind, 9.8 Matt Coker. Running ninth is GT Park, 11.6 seconds back, and 10th is Gavin Hibbs, 13.4 seconds back. 11th, Chris Webb, Steve Callahan, 12th, Wes Pauley, 77 laps down, running 13th.
Using my iRacing experience, Chris Whirl is not, I repeat, not saving equipment.
Shoot, no. You're going to go hard, man. You ain't going to save no equipment.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you're pushing in 3 and 4 like matted. No way you can be doing that.
Oh no.
That's a good-looking Duval asphalt car, I'll say that.
3 and 4, man, it's killing me.
I thought it was a Energizer car earlier.
No, Duval asphalt.
But see, I refreshed my paints. I'm still showing a number 3 black car.
Yeah.
So still not even doing that, but definitely catching him, Will, man. He's down to 1.2 seconds as we're working lap 148 of 167.
Big wreck. Cato says. Is he pulling our leg?
We can only hope.
He is pulling our leg. He's
definitely pulling your leg.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah, I think the lead is probably going to stabilize, especially when he gets closer. I'm not sure that air is going to let him pull up on tight on him like that.
Yeah, I know.
But then again, the draft could play a point. He's 1.1 second back now.
Yeah.
Under a second.
Going too fast to see it.
There he is. And there's Ray Rogers. We can see them on, not too far apart. Who knows? Will those 2 laps, I say no, but will those 2 laps of fresh tires matter? I don't know. I do not know.
I think it's just his line he's running. I really think the line that he's running is way better than Chris Whirl's line. His tires are not wearing as fast. The draft's going to come into play here. There's a lot of factors that Ray is doing that is not allowing Chris Whirl to pull away like I thought he was going to.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that Ray's running a great line here. His line is visibly better than Chris Whirl's line, especially coming out of 2 and out of 4. That's where he's gaining his time at right there, Will, man, coming up out of them turns.
Hang on. Gavin Hibbs saying. Say that again, Gavin.
Hey, I can have my chat to say this for because it's something vulgar. I'm just not having a day right now.
What's he saying? I can't understand him.
Nothing. He's just saying he don't want to say nothing vulgar. Okay,
10-4.
so he's got it down to 7/10 of a second, Will, man. 7/10 of a second.
Yeah. So he wanted us to mute his chat, right?
I think so.
Okay, that's what I did.
I ain't going to just let you buy, Ray.
All right, so now
I'll buy you a hot dog.
it's crossed into Chris Worrell's mind about not letting him buy. So he can sense.
If you don't let him buy.
He can sense that Ray Rogers is coming.
I really ain't got no choice right now.
Yeah, the
Come on,
other
Worrell, I need you to
competitors are
win.
wanting Chris Worrell to win so they can keep in on the points.
You
Absolutely.
always
If Ray
have a
wins,
choice.
he automatically qualifies and takes one of those positions away from
Right.
other competitors. So
Right.
they're really wanting Ray Rogers to not pass Chris Worrell, but I've got news
I want a
for
hot
him.
dog.
Chris Worrell is only 0.6 of a second
Well,
ahead
I'll
of
buy
him.
you a pack of
looks
hot
like Ray
dogs
Rogers is
if you
gaining
spit
here. Lap
out right now.
153 of 167, Will, man. It's coming down to the end here at
X
Texas.
15 laps to go.
Looks to me like Ray might have lost just a little bit coming up off the turn right there. He pushed up just a little bit up towards the wall.
Look at your
We'll see
stopwatch,
at the
Outlaw.
line if it
Ballpark,
changed his
I ain't
momentum
doing it.
at all.
Look at your stopwatch, Outlaw. He's cut it to a half second.
Oh, come on.
Okay, 4.492. I'm looking at it at the line each time, Will, man. I'm looking at the official
I understand
line,
that.
not on that.
I understand that. If you
Keep it
watch,
right there. Let's see.
if you watch that timer, it's stabilized between 4 and 5/10.
Yeah, it's going to be harder and harder to get up there and pass him the closer he gets, I believe, unless he gets a huge run going down into a turn there. Look, we all know Worrell when we call.
Oh, yeah.
We know Worrell's already. Worrell's already at Homestead.
Yeah.
He's already there.
Yep.
So Ray is not going to hold back. Ray will lay the bumper to him.
Are you short on gas or something?
0.3 of a second separates first and second. What an amazing comeback is all I can say. After that round of pit stops, did not think that Ray Rogers had even a puncher's chance. But my goodness, you look now here with 12 to go. With 12 to go, they are separated by 0.2 of a second and gaining.
Yeah, Ray, man, he's just got this track figured out as far as single car runs, and he's just physically faster than everybody else. I don't know how else to explain it. He's got 3.8 seconds off of Chris Worrell's lead, Will, man, by himself. 3.8 seconds. That tells you the line that he's running here is much faster than anybody else.
Yeah. One thing we got to concern ourselves with here, maybe a caution flag comes out.
That's why Roy Rogers is waiting to take a shot.
If it does, look out.
If it does, look out.
It's going to be fireworks.
There's going to be a lot of drivers creating fireworks, I believe.
Yes.
If you win, you got to think trigger.
But meanwhile, even if it doesn't, what a race we have seen here.
Been a really good race up till this last stage. We've not even had a caution in the last stage, have
We have not. To my knowledge, I can't remember one right offhand.
Well, man, we're down to 10 laps to go.
Ray Rogers, ever so close, inching closer and closer.
Yeah, we've had one caution here in the last
That's
race.
right. That's right. Yes. Copy that. Thank you. Yeah, we had the one caution. I forgot about that.
10-4.
Closer and closer.
Man, right there, right there. Look
That's
at that.
that's where he's getting him.
Right
Yeah.
there is his strong point. Both turns. He can get him in those turns, man. I cannot believe that Ray Rogers has caught him and run him down. We got a battle for the lead, Will, man, with 8 to go here at Texas.
What will Ray Rogers do? Will he make it? Will he make it difficult? I know he's going to make it difficult, but is he going to? If he has to, is he going to get him out of his racing groove? That's the question.
You don't want the lead, Ray. You don't want it.
We have these other drivers not wanting Chris Worrell
to those that are in the lead.
To finish second. They want Chris Worrell to win this race, so there is more opportunity next week to advance to Homestead.
If Ray wins, it takes one spot away, so they definitely don't want that. Looks like Ray's got a huge run right here. Is he going to take it down into turn 3? He's got the door. He's got it underneath him.
Door, quarter.
Ray's able to get underneath him, and he's going
Clear.
to drive up off Chris Worrell and clear him.
Awesome pass.
Going down
Nowhere. Did not
into
expect
turn
that.
number 3. What a move on lap 161. Is he going to be able to hold him off here, Will, man?
I do not know. I do not know. We're going to find out.
Run by Ray Rogers.
GT, are you good to the
gracious. Look at that. He's pulling on him.
Worrell into the wall.
Here goes Ray Rogers as he's going to pull away
awesome,
here
Ray.
in Texas with 5 to go.
It's going to be 6 to go, Outlaws. We come out of 4 here.
Well, I had to make it sound good.
Yeah, okay. Well, that sounds good.
Hey, let me learn my trick.
And ain't nobody in Radio Land knows any different, do
You
they?
gotta get it really
That's
down
right.
there on
If they're
that white
listening on radio,
line.
they don't know.
Way farther than
Wow.
Wow.
Ray Rogers. He has earned the name Mr. Consistency. We've had several people before this race started rooting for Ray Rogers. In fact, some have come out as Ray Rogers fans. You can see why. Mr. Consistency.
Yeah, we've had people say they were going to donate if he wins, Will, man. Goodness
That's
gracious.
true.
He must really have a lot of fans out there, that's for sure. But right now, lap 163 out of 167, Will, man, he has caught and passed Chris Worrell, and it's no contest. He's that much faster than Chris Worrell going down the backstretch. So, Will, man, us talking earlier in the race of how fast
You
he
asked me
looked.
about a quick repair?
And we said the only person that we thought might be able to compete with him is Chris Worrell. Chris made an excellent pit stop, and Ray Rogers come out and absolutely wore him out those last few laps.
look good for the broadcast.
Those last 40 laps or so on that run. And man,
You have some damage, Sean?
As we set our ultimate sights on Homestead, another mile and a half track.
Put the fuel on the stop.
It's a shorter race than this one, but as we set our sights on that race in 2 weeks, Ray Rogers is a guy you better watch out for.
heck yeah. You know, if he's this good at Texas, he's going to be that good at Homestead too.
Yeah.
And, you know, those ones that have already qualified is definitely going to be putting a little extra practice in here at Homestead.
As they should.
Just to make sure they know what they're doing there. Chris has gone on record saying the Homestead is not one of his favorite tracks or one of his strong tracks, so he's going to have a lot of competition in Ray Rogers, that's for sure. And who knows who else is going to punch their ticket next week when we go to Phoenix, Will, man.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Before we get to Homestead, need I remind you, we have one more race for any of these drivers not named Ray Rogers or Chris Worrell
Dang, I wish I would have known
to
that
punch their way in.
50 laps ago.
All right.
I learned that last night.
We're going to go through the field here as we wind down with just two to go. Ray Rogers, Chris Worrell, Justin Egan runs third. Fourth, Alex Cronky. Fifth, Matt Coker, one heck of a good run. Sixth, James Cato. Brandon Lawless.
Come on, Cronky.
Gavin Hibbs still running, outstanding.
Will, man,
GT Park, yes.
The white flag is in the air for Mr. Ray Rogers. He's going to drive it underneath a lap car going down into turn one. He's got about a 15-car length lead on Chris Worrell here at Texas as he comes out of turn two for the last time. The fans are on their feet. They're waving their hats. They're saying, "Go, Ray, go," as he heads down into turn number 3 here on the white flag lap.
To my knowledge,
bring it low
I'm telling you,
turn
Chris,
4,
I learned a lot just
up,
listening to on the
into
radio.
the first dog
Getting to that
leg,
white line
and your
early in
Texas
3 is
winner here,
key.
round number 8, is Ray Rogers
Yes, it is. I learned that last
for the
night.
Flying
watching
Aces.
whoever won.
iRacing
I watched him.
wow. There you go.
Championship.
There you go.
Yeah, I was hanging with you there then when I started doing it.
Last night's winner, David Hudson, is being credited for teaching Ray Rogers how to run this track.
The win,
You heard
Ray.
that?
David Hudson, that one's for you, big guy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Man, what a win, what a win.
Good
How
job,
in
Ray.
the world did he do it? We're going to find out in moments. Wow. Good Lord. As he burns it down here.
Took number 3 car to victory lane here today.
As he burns her down here.
Ray Rogers, this is the outlaw up in the booth. As you burn it down, do you have a copy?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Ray, goodness gracious, what a run. You come back from 3.8 seconds back on that last pit stop to run Chris Worrell down. You passed him, you left him 7/10 behind you. What did you learn last night? And, man, congratulations.
I just learned I couldn't get in 3 and 4 very well. I was struggling just like Chris was. So I was seeing some, I forgot his name, but he ran that white line down there. And that was it right there, just to get down to that white line.
David Hudson was his name.
Yes, David Hudson, yes.
Well, Ray, congratulations, buddy. You've punched yourself a ticket to Homestead. I know you're going to be fast there, and, man, great job. You deserve it. Fantastic win, big guy.
Thank you so much. Woohoo! Homestead.
Chris Worrell, P2, my man. Goodness gracious. Great run for you, especially after you got that quick repair. We knew you was going to be tough. How heartbreaking is it to see somebody come that far back in your rearview mirror and watch him go past you?
Man, it's not too heartbreaking, especially it being Ray. There wouldn't be another guy I'd like to see happen, especially coming back from that far. Ray's always drove everybody good, and he definitely deserved to win. He did his homework, and that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Ray. I'm pretty happy for you, man.
Fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, class words right there, Chris Worrell. Congratulations, buddy. We'll see you in Homestead also. Justin Egan, P3, solid run for you, buddy. You're adding those points up to get to Homestead. Talk about your run tonight.
I mean, after like 5 laps, the car just started to plow. If you got in single file, it was really starting to handle like really crap. And I just couldn't hold the faster guys like Chris, Ray. They were just faster than me on the longer runs, and I just got strung out, and I just kept it in the top 5.
Well, it's a great run. You did what you had to do. If you can't win, you're going to have to point your way in, and you're doing a great job of that. So congratulations, and I'm pretty sure if you have one more strong race next week, you'll be definitely be in Homestead. So congratulations, and thank everybody tonight for joining us. Great race, everybody.
That was fun, man. Man, that was fun.
Yeah, good race, everyone. And Brendan Lawless, if you're in here, that was a good battle at the end. I didn't want to let you by. I usually don't block ever, but I had to on that last lap.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
You got to do what you got to do, man, to get every point.
Hey, Ray.
Let me get a picture of the final.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here, and see what we
Man,
got.
I want to tell you, that was the perfect time to bat. I was not expecting it one bit, man. Not at all. You sat there and stalked me for a little while, and when it happened, you were passing me before I realized it happened.
Outlaw one more Ricky Bobby. I love this.
Yeah, let it fly, buddy.
We're
Let it
laughing
fly.
right on.
Bobby, you're watching Flying
Look at there.
Aces
Kurt
YouTube.
P.
Lap 160
Right on
going
time.
into 3.
Yeah, awesome.
I mean, it was awesome.
Um,
I knew I was
all right.
going to be slow going in
Whoa.
the 3 and 4. Good gracious, you took advantage of that one, man. I'm telling you,
Look
by
at
the
there.
time
Kurt
I
P
even
with a
looked
super
up
chat, boys.
and realized what was
Fantastic.
going
Thank you so
on,
much,
you already
Kurt P.
passed
We
me.
appreciate
It was
that.
so awesome.
Bam, bam, bam. That's what I'm talking about. You get a 3 bam.
3 for Dale.
Awesome
Doors,
job,
and I'm
Kurt.
like,
Thank you so
there's
much.
my
Thank
chance
you.
right there, so I just drove it in
all
there.
the guys racing tonight.
Hoping it
What a
would
great
stick.
race that was, man.
Yeah,
It
it
got a little
was.
strung out there at the end, but
Dude,
man,
that,
the winner,
my only way of beating
him
you
coming
was
from
being able
3.8
to stay in
seconds back,
front of
that's
you, not
unbelievable.
giving
I would
you,
have never thought
the perfect
that.
line. You were still going to be
Yeah.
faster, but I was
That
going to have
was
to
awesome.
block like hell to, win.
All right, I'm going to
You caught me with my pants down, man.
I'm going to go through the rundown here. I'm gonna try to mute some of these guys. They're
That was damaging.
they're talking. I'm gonna try to run over the final tally here. Ray Rogers is our winner. Chris Worrell 2, Egan 3, Alex Cronky 4, P5 and a good run is Matt Coker tonight. James Cato, good run, P6. Brandon Lawless 7, Gavin Hibbs 8th, who battled all night long, coming home P8. GT Park 9th. I think GT missed the setup. What do you think?
He ran well, just that long runs right there
yeah.
got him.
Yeah.
The other guys are running just a little bit faster line than he was,
Yeah.
but man, he was fast. I mean, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
But I think he got in a little trouble there.
Yeah. Well, he'll look to rebound next week, and I bet he shows up with a hot rod. Guarantee that. Stephen Callahan in that City Chevrolet comes home P10. Chris Webb 11th. 1 lap off the pace there. Getting lapped late was Zishan Dura, and then Wes Polly finished down 100 laps. And notable, Matt Lovett joined but was having PC problems and was not able to run tonight. So, Outlaw, any last words, man?
No, great race. Thank everybody in the chat tonight for hanging out with us, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you for the donations, guys. It was fantastic. Fantastic night. We had to run it one night earlier due to Halloween, but hopefully the trick-or-treating will be over with tomorrow night where we can get on and do a little more racing, Will, man. So should see everybody tomorrow night.
Copy that, man. Thanks, everybody, for joining. I'm going to go ahead and exit this race room and take it back over into the command center. We'll throw up our background here, and we'll end the stream. But thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks for that super chat. That was outstanding. You definitely are a man of your word.
Yes,
and,
he was.
Thank you so much for that. And congratulations to Ray Rogers. Congratulations to Ray Rogers. Yes,
fantastic.
absolutely.
Thank you guys for watching, and good night, everybody.
Take care, all. Good night.